It's the Jason Home Show on Raconteurs News. It's the Jason Home Show. You can share your views on the Jason Home Show. The Jason Home Show. The Jason Home Show on Raconteurs News. And here's your host, Mr. Jason Holmes, Esquire. Oh yeah, motherfuckers.
There we go. Hey, it's the Jason Home Show. It's not really, it's Raconteurs News. Evening. Welcome to Raconteurs. Oh, I've got my mic up here. Is it all working in that? Fucking moved it. Moving shit about today. Anyway, I hope you're okay. You had a good week. Let's have a look at some of the comments in the chat room already. I'm hoping Webby's going to be joining me tonight. I did send him the link earlier on, so I'm assuming he will be at some point. But I hope you've been all right. Let's have a look, see where we're at. Tony, we're here first. Good evening to you, Tony, mate. I hope you're having a good week. Listen to a little bit of reality chat last night. Mark, sometimes you see, most of the time when I'm there listening, you won't know I'm listening because I don't really comment much, apart from if I'm fucking in a silly mood. But anyway, yeah. Cheers for that, Tony. Reality chat on a Wednesday night. Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. It weren't last night, wasn't it? Last night was fucking Thursday. Sorry. Anyway, good evening, Landraver. Paula, evening to you, Paula, down there in Cornwall. Now, I did mention I didn't mention last time, but she was on the time before, and I didn't get to say goodbye to her when she left. So I'm sorry about that. I hope you didn't. You should have just hung about at the end with. But I didn't hang about very long anyway. So yeah. So good. So sorry about that, Paula. So South, good evening to you. What else to do on a Friday night? Good question. There is nothing else to do on a Friday night. Kevin Street is there. Good evening, Kevin. Spanish Chicken. Hello, Spanish Chicken. I'm Scotto the Antarctic Shed. It's bastard freezing in here tonight. Brrr. The brrr bit at the end, that shows you just how just how cold it is in there, because the brrr at the end, you see. Brrr. So Spanish Chicken, I hope you keep yourself warm tonight, keep yourself moving about, have a bit of a party if you're at back garden. Tom's Urban Explorer, good evening to you. Paula, again, I've said that, and Kevin. So here we go. Kendo Taylor, good evening, fellow fridge magnets. Bloody cold here too. Yeah, it is cold, isn't it? It has been cold. I've been out with Adi today, so I know how cold it is. Yeah, it is fucking freezing. It's getting like that. So South, how many times gonna play the Owls this season? Christ, how many times gonna play the Owls this season? I don't know who your team is. So South, is it Plymouth again? I don't know. Anyway, if it is Plymouth, then I'm sick and sight of you as well. Spanish Chickens, Kev James, Kendo, Kevin Strait, I think I've said all these. Health Freedom UK, Matt Caddy, as well as, and hello to Donna as well. Well, I'm expecting he's going to be there. Maybe not, but she probably is. Hey, it's Jason. Virtual hug. I've got a virtual hug. Double virtual hug. Cheers, Paula. Blah, blah. Dinny as well. He came on, you know what he did on Tuesday? Is afterwards he come into things like, because sometimes we do have a chat afterwards. Whoever's been on, we might have a chat afterwards off air about stuff. And so he came on to have a chat, and I was knackered. I wanted to go, so I had to say, look, listen, Dinny, if you got stuff to say, you want to talk, you come on, mate. You're very welcome. Donna, yeah, I knew Donna would be there. Good evening to you, Donna. Well, here we go. Ooh, I think we're going on. Stewie as well. A room for a drunken deedar. Listen, you can be a deedar all day in here. That's what That's what they call us in Sheffield. Is D-Dar. Well, they don't call actually because I'm from Rotherham, so I'm technically not a D-Dar, but that's what they call people from Sheffield D-Dars. It's to do with saying D and Da, referring to people in the third person as D instead of you, and Da as instead of fucking that, whatever. Anyway, D-Da, I'm not a fucking your. That is your, is it? All right. I'm being told my wife is Sheffield. Well, no, she's wrong. No, she's Sheffield. She's Sheffield, proper fucking D-Dar. See, I don't even know where my wife's from. She's a D-Dar. It's yes. So D is you, and Da. Your. Ah, yeah, Da. Da telly or Da. That's Sheffield speak, like I can't quite grasp it. I've been here years and I can't fucking grasp it, man. It's fucking too D-Dar for me. But when you go to football, you get called D-Dar. Barnsley fans particularly, D-Dar. I don't know if they do it to pigs, but they definitely do it to us. They probably don't do it to pigs because they all have a bit of a loving. Everyone hates Wednesday and they all love each other because they hate Wednesday. It's great. It's great to be the hated ones. Fucking give a fuck, me. But anyway, we're D-Dars over here. Drunken D-Dars. Stewie, you're very welcome. Tom's Urban Explorer said that, didn't he? I think I've got through everybody who's in the chat room. Patrick Nee, I have not seen. Patrick, good evening to you. Donna says, hope Aid is doing well. He's okay. Yeah, we've been out today. We've bought some curtains. We must look like a pair of puffs when we're out because we're just going round, and I must remember to start putting my wedding ring on when I'm going, because we're going round on my scooter. I'm going round on my scooter. You know what I mean? It's like yeah. So he's doing all right. What did you just laugh in there? Yeah, Argyle. Yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about that so south. Argyle. Yeah, I'm fucking sick at sight of them. Sick of the sight of them. Good side. It's a shame about Ryan Lowe. Ryan Lowe's gone, hasn't he? Has he gone to? He's gone somewhere else. But he's an ex-Wednesday player. He used to be a striker. Didn't really get much of a look in, really. We were a time when we were in League One when we had Gary Medine goal machine, who then went to prison, and I think he came in. But it was when Ched Evans went to prison, and as a result, Wednesday went up and United didn't, and they should have really. It was quite mind the gap, and they just keep trying nicking all that stuff, but they've got no imagination of their own. We're talking collectively about Sheffield United supporters. If you're one of those, please accept my sincere apologies. Just because you're a Sheffield United fan, something's fucking gone wrong, hasn't it? Somewhere. But yeah, good evening. Yeah, so Argyle, so south. Is that all we've got tomorrow? Because I don't even know. I couldn't even fucking care less. It's a bag of shite. It's a bag of shite. Dean, good evening, Dean. Patrick, I'm just getting catch up. I'm just trying to catch up. Hi, Dino, blah, blah. Everyone's saying over. Taz Media's there. Good evening, Taz. Yep, good one. Nice one. Cheers, Taz. How's your Patrick, mate? How's you, Patrick? See, these Irish people, they talk to each other in a language that we don't even know. How's yours, Patrick, mate? I can't. Look, I that's never a fucking Irish accent in this life. I'll get one if I like sort of like shake me, give me a bit of a wobble and this bean on top of my fucking shoulders. Kendo. Where's Uni? Oh yeah. It's Friday though, isn't it? So I think he has to go out with his grandma on a Friday. Effing chat froze. Oh, hello. I'll never catch up. Sorry. Fucking chat freezing. The pit's more massive, says Bandit Buster. Nice. opposite end of town from where I am, Pittsmore, but I definitely know of it. I go through it quite a lot when I go to appointments at Northern General. Yeah, it's the reason why my car automatically locks when they get to 5 miles an hour. It doesn't anymore because it just kept pissing me off. Oh, fucking hell. I bet you can't guess who that is. Hang on. Who's this?
Hello.
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 How are you?
All right, mate.
Good. It's Super Leeds, everybody. He's here. How's it going, mate? How you feeling?
I'm all right. I'm just sorry, bloody hell. I'm just trying to sound off telly. Can't do it. I'll just turn the fucker off. Right, there we go. All right, man. How are you?
It sounds. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm just kicking off on this Friday night. Yeah. It's funny. I was going to mention you anyway because.
Why have we done wrong now?
No, you're not done. No. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get right through to chat. Yeah, there we go. Everyone's saying hello to you. Everyone's saying
Hello, chap.
There you go. Yeah, I'm going to mention
Thank
you.
Thank you for your kind comments, everyone.
Yes, even though you can't read them.
Paula said some words the other night, so thank you.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah. Yes, she. Yeah. But everyone's rooting for you, man. Everyone's looking out for you and wants to know what's going on. You're probably the most popular person on this fucking podcast, so. Just
That's a fucking wide deal.
it didn't start off well, did it? It didn't start off well, did it? Don't you remember right at the beginning? Fucking Eddie used to go, don't get fucking Super Leeds off for fuck's sake. We went off for ages.
He's not coming on again.
No, Eddie won't be. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's not coming on.
Again. And then second time I came on, he kicked me off after half an hour.
Who did?
You?
Did I? I probably had to, mate, to be fair.
I'm not saying it was fair, but I'm just saying I only lost it down for an hour, second time.
Oh dear. Yeah. Well, so what you been up to?
Not much really. No. I just had a nice curry.
Oh, nice one. What a vegan curry?
No. What's with all this vegan advertising at the minute, you know?
I ain't got a fucking clue. I think they're just trying to fucking get people to eat there. Because...
Right, if you're a vegan, would you really want to go into McDonald's?
Hey? Sorry, something was going on there when...
If you're a vegan, would you really want to go into McDonald's and buy a vegan product?
Well, that's what I were saying to my missus yesterday. I said, if you're a vegan, you're not going into fucking McDonald's no matter what.
You're not going to take fucking food in there, are you?
No, I mean, what's the point in meat-flavored products? If you don't like meat because it doesn't taste very nice, then you don't want something that tastes like meat, that ain't meat. And if you're not doing it, if you're doing it because you don't like the cruelty to animals, or you don't like they're not going to go in McDonald's, are they?
They're not going to go in there, are they? So
of course not.
Who's going to buy this fucking vegan shit?
Idiots. Many idiots. Many idiots. If you're going to go vegan, got no wrong with going vegan, right? You want to go vegan, you go fucking vegan. But don't, right? If you don't like meat, or if it's not, don't try and impersonate it, because you're just not eating fucking vegetables. You're eating fucking chemicals.
Yeah. I know, it's just recently I've noticed. Well, McDonald's are advertising their new range all the time on radio.
Yeah. Yep.
Greg's have started doing one.
Fucking Greg's. Who goes to Greg's?
I know. Greg's. You're like, what? Fucking hell. And then another one. It's Subway or something like that. And I thought, that's funny. All three of them have kind of started advertising vegan stuff at the same time.
Yeah. It's the new thing, isn't it? They're trying to get. They say it's for climate change, but you know, it's like people who say someone put people who drink alcohol-free beer. There's just no point. I don't drink, but I don't drink alcohol-free beer now. I think I had one at Christmas at my mum's, an alcohol-free beer. One, and it tasted like a beer, but it would. I only used to drink beer for fucking alcohol.
It's like a broken fucking pencil, isn't it?
Pointless, yeah. Webby's here. Do you want to speak to Webby? Let's get Webby on. Webby.
Yes, guys. Sound all right?
You sound superb, mate. Say hello to Super Leeds.
Tory, lad. How you doing?
All right, mate. How are you with it?
I'm getting there, son.
Happy New Year, fella.
Yeah, I'm getting
Happy New
there.
Year, fella.
Say again.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, all right. Not bad. Considering the year I've had Leeds, it couldn't have been a better holiday season, really, considering. But nice to hear your voice. You sound a lot brighter, pal.
Yeah, I'm feeling all better, actually.
Good stuff, mate.
Good stuff.
Just going off that vegan stuff in McDonald's. I'm a vegetarian. I can't do the vegan. It's far too complicated. I'm sat on a sofa that I shouldn't be sat on as it is now. So it's too complicated for me. That my issue was the industrial farming of the animals and the cruelty and pumping them full of this shit so they're bigger and the products are more juicier and fatter and all that rubbish. That was what really got me for it. Knowing what McDonald's is, I wouldn't go there anyway. But the taste, you can't get away from the taste. That it fools you to say, wow, this tastes really good. It's probably the best hangover food that I've ever had. I don't know if it's the chemicals or whatever, but it seems to sort hangovers right out. But you saying if you're not into meat, and why eat a meat-like product? Well, I can't find anything that's a substitute for meat, so I tend to not eat anything that's plant-based for meat stuff. But what got me, Jace, was all the big companies, were pushing this plant-based product, and then all the celebrities. And for me, when I see all that coming, there's something behind that. In the chat room, they're already jumping on with Soylent Green. We used to say we're not near that. It's a nice place to hide it in plain sight.
Well, yeah, of course it is. It's just weird, isn't it? It's weird. It just seems that the whole point of being a vegetarian, a vegan, is that you just don't want any of that cruelty to animals. And by fucking supporting McDonald's, by going in there, you think, oh, I'm all right. I'm having a fucking vegan burger. You're just having a big. You don't even know what's in it. It probably have human meat in it. That's probably don't count as fucking regular meat.
On. If you're a vegan, you would not step foot in a fucking McDonald's, would you?
No chance.
You fucking wouldn't. Never mind buy any of their food. You just wouldn't, would you?
No.
I don't understand it. Why are they doing it?
It's obviously an agenda, and they always start them right at the beginning of a new year. They always start the agenda.
Are they trying to get us off meat? Are they trying to get us off meat? That's what is it? They don't want us to eat meat.
I don't know what they want us to eat. I don't know what even they want us to do. If I were going to be vegetarian or vegan, right, I'd grow my own shit and I'd make my own stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do. I don't slaughter my own animals because I can't keep a cow in bite. But if I needed to, I know that I'd be able to eat to be able to have to survive. I know that I'd be able to kill an animal to eat it. I know.
Could you?
Yeah. Of course, I could to eat if I'm going to eat it to survive. Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
I struggle with that. I'd struggle with killing my own animal.
I couldn't do it. Seriously, I couldn't do it.
No. Well, I could. I mean,
All right. Only exception is, well, I've done it before, is a fish. But I couldn't kill a chicken or a rabbit or like that.
No.
No, I think I'd have trouble. I think I'd have trouble with that.
People are different, aren't they? I mean, everyone's different. Look, my dad grew up in countryside, and that's what they did.
I understand that. I understand meat don't come from fucking Sainsbury's.
But all I'm saying, but that's if you can fucking, I shot my chickens, says fucking Dinny Carr. Yeah, we're not talking about you doing what fucking Taylor's probably doing at the moment. He's fucking choking his chicken, didn't he? Isn't
I'm gonna say he'll be choking it, not shooting it.
Yeah, but when you've got to be able. Well, as far as I'm concerned, if you can't, you shouldn't be eating meat. If you can't kill it yourself, if you can't kill something to eat it.
I agree with you. I feel like a hypocrite because I'm eating meat, but if it came down to it and I had to kill the animal, I couldn't do it. So I shouldn't be eating meat for that.
I think, I mean, sat here now saying, no, I wouldn't kill an animal to eat it. I couldn't do it. But they reckon under the right circumstances, they say within 2 weeks, under the right set of pressures, you'd become cannibalistic.
Yeah, easily cannibalistic. Easily.
That's not happened in our history either, has it? We seem to be looking forward to enjoying and repeating our history.
That's all we ever fucking do.
That's it. We never learn from anything, mate. Spanish Chicken put in the chat room that their free gas has doubled in price. It's the value of the currency that's gone down, not the price is going up.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Everything's. I mean, that's been going on for years, though, hasn't it? Quality and quantity been going down. And Matt, Mrs. Tonight we decided to have chippy.
Have a chippy, mate.
On a Friday, chicken on a Friday.
I know, it's amazing.
It's law.
It's we see that. That's
well,
the thing.
I went for a curry, so.
To what you see.
I went for a chicken last Friday. That's why you see.
All right. Oh, yeah. Well, Friday's usually chippy day, isn't it? I mean, but we were going to have we have a kebab once a week, and that we're going to be tomorrow or tonight. So we decided to have it tomorrow because tonight I had to do a show. Because you know what tonight is, don't you?
Is it the anniversary?
It's the anniversary.
I think. Oh, actually.
It's 7 years today. That was our first.
Joking.
No, that was our first show.
7 years.
7 years.
Fucking hell, I feel old.
January the 14th, 2016, and of course I've just renewed the StreamYard with your generous donation.
Isn't that 6 years, guys?
They've got you for another year.
Yep, so I'm on for another year, no matter what.
Don't get fucked.
Yeah, so it's 7 years. 7 years. Okay, it's a long time, that isn't it?
I can't believe it.
I'm sure it's 6 years, that, you know, mate.
It's 7.
2016 to 24.
Right, it's fucking 6 then.
Listen, you can't just come on here and make shit up.
We're trying to give accurate information now, and you're making shit up.
Exactly.
When did we give accurate information out? When?
Not often.
Exactly.
Well,
Your gas, water and electric are free.
Right,
Banks
we
don't
got-
lend money and council tax only applies to commercial property.
There you go. He's off again.
There's your facts.
No, it's 6 years. 6 years. Yeah, sorry. Fucking 6 years with the first time
Well,
where.
happy anniversary, Raconteurs News.
Who was your first guest,
All the good
Jace?
people who were listening to it over the years and contributed.
Yeah, it's thanks to everybody. It's been fucking for listening. I'm gonna find first one, mate, and I'm gonna play first intro. I've got the first one, and
I missed that one.
Who was the
I
guest?
missed it.
the guest was Lennon Honor.
Who?
Yeah,
Lennon Honor.
Lennon Honor.
the black guy who does like the words or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Really fucking good guy. Let me
Clever
find
guy.
my channel, your channel.
He's been on since.
Yeah, he's been on since. I've had him on a couple of times. He now does live streams. He does live streams that I watch sometimes at night because he's in Florida, I think. But anyway, yeah, he's in Florida. So I see him late at night when it's like 3 a.m. here. I might notice that he's on, so I'll pop him on. And he's a good. He gets some good stuff on. He's got somebody in his sights at the moment. He's got someone in his sights. Let me find first one. Let me just I want to find first one and play it.
Just seeing, Jace, that Alphonso Davies, footballer with Bayern Munich, he's been diagnosed with mild myocarditis. He's out of training. He's temporarily out of training.
Sorry. So that's another one because I know there were one. I saw one today actually because I checked. Anybody that's not seen some of these shows that aren't on the Raconteurs News page. Okay, now they're on the Raconteurs News page. They're on the Alter Edge Media page, which is my other channel, which I started. Oh, fucking hell! Let me find that cunt. My channel, your channel. There you go. That's my fucking channel, you cunts. Videos. See, on this, I used to post early ones for up just on my. There we go. Here we go. Haha. I'll see if it'll play. It might play. It might fucking not.
Is this where you end the show and cut us all off?
14th of January 2016. I'll put a link to it in the chat room actually.
Fucking hell.
And oh, here we go. It's coming on. Andy Young and Jason Holmes with Lennon Honor.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to
Bloody hell.
News on peoplesinternetradio.com. And we're bringing you the untwisted, unsweetened news. So we've had a little break over the holiday period, and we're back now in the Saturday afternoon slot. And Jason's going to be taking over this slot. So, good afternoon, Jason.
Good afternoon, Andy. How are you doing? There you go. There's my first words on Raconteurs News. Good afternoon, Andy. How are you doing? There you go. So that's.
It all went downhill from there, didn't it?
It went well. It did go downhill. Yeah.
Let's be honest, Jace. When you started that 2016, all three of us went through some devastating times. That's, it wasn't so much the show, it was everything that was going on behind the scenes more than anything, wasn't it?
Yeah. Madness.
We've been through some shit, haven't we, in those 7 years?
We have, but we're still here and we're still fucking going on. Well, Andy didn't. Obviously, Andy fucking decided he'd had enough. But you know, I'm still here, and Webby's still here. I mean, Webby, you were one of the earlier guests on the show, weren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I always said you were my favourite guest, if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I used to say, can you believe this? I used to say Webby was my favourite guest, and fucking
Yeah.
one of the other blokes who were mates with Andy got really pissed off about it. What was his name? Who kept getting fucking pissed off about it and kept bringing it up all the time and like being bitchy about it. Fucking,
Oh, I can't think who it is.
you know what I mean, though, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's on tip of my tongue. I can't find it.
Yeah. No, but anyway, I kept saying on the show, you know, it took debate. Oh, next week we've got Webby's coming back. Paul Webster's coming back on the show, and I go, oh, good, he's my favourite guest. He's my favourite guest. And I think you were on as well at that time, and he like really took offence to it. He kept digging at me all the time. He even sent that picture of me and Andy. Who sent a picture of? Someone photoshopped a picture of Andy and me as fucking Hermetic Jews. You know, fucking Jew here with things going on and art on and everything. I know.
That's brilliant. It's pity you've not still got that picture.
I've got it somewhere. Because I
Mate,
saw
that could launch 1,000 memes, that.
It were, yeah, I've got it somewhere, but it were really funny. It were him, in fact, that kept sending him me. He kept doing it over his name. It were over in Nottingham, weren't it? Do you remember, Webber?
It's not Kev, is it?
Were it Kev? Yeah, it might have been Kev,
Is it
actually,
Kevin?
yeah.
Kevin Mark?
Kev Mark, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Kev,
Do
it
you know
weren't
what?
Tony Hurst. It weren't Tony Hurst. Tony Hurst were a bit of I don't know what fucking Tony Hurst were.
I'll tell you what, were it last week when you mentioned about writing a book about 6 million 6 million reasons for...
No, 6 million fun facts about Hitler by Taylor Buemler.
That's it, 6 million facts about Hitler. Fucking up, piss me fucking self.
Leeds, did you hear the show where Taylor used the words Hitler and hero worship all in the same sentence?
Ah, he's obsessed, isn't he?
Yes.
Wait, we're not adding it. Hadistic. Hasidic. Sorry. Hasidic.
Yeah.
Hasidic Jews. What is that? I don't know. Anyway, they were Jewish people with hats on and like, you know, them curls that they have like coming down from their hats.
Yeah.
He got photoshopped his faces into them.
He what?
He'd photoshopped mine and Andy and Tony Hurst's face into this picture, so we were these Jews, these Jewish guys. God, I'll have to find that. I know it's somewhere. I know it is because I've seen it not that long ago.
See, Dinny's off now. Hitler. You can't stop talking about Hitler, Dinny.
I mean, come on. I mean, Hitler is quite a big fucking subject, isn't it? But fucking hell, he's fucking obsessed, isn't he?
He is. Living out in that black country, in that Black Forest country.
He lives in Seattle. How far away is that from fucking Berlin? You know what I mean? He's in no fucking danger, is he?
Hey, listen to this. Fucking hell. Have a listen to this. This is the only comment on that video. Because we did it live, don't forget.
Which
and then
one?
the first
one?
Yeah. So I did...
What do you mean? He's fucking shite.
No, it weren't you. It were it weren't live on YouTube, it was just live on the thing, but I'd get the sound and then I'd put a picture up and I'd upload audio to YouTube. So this is, and they've got one comment here. It's only had 371 views. It's got this one comment here. It says, I love this. Such reasonable, poised, respectful, searching questions asked. Yeah. I agree with all and feel it's vitally important for people to learn to disengage immediate emotional reactions like fear to what they're told. I'm embedding this document on my documentaries page on my site about such things. Engineeringsociety.blogspot. So good here, so much good here, like examples of how people can be trained from youth to not question authority, how people can get caught up in delusions and projections and need to look more carefully within as well as without. I found the part about the media bringing out related traumatic events around the same time as the anniversaries of 9/11 particularly intriguing. So look at that. We got a good one, a good review and all. So yeah, we should watch it. And it went on someone's website. It's blogged anyway.
What
Engineering
happened?
Society.
What happened to these intellectual listeners?
Do you know? I think they're all
I'm
still
going to
here.
say, was that Dinny who left that message?
Yeah, is it Dinny's message that?
No, it were somebody called the Agents of the Nevermind book series.
Interesting. Is that on YouTube?
Dinny was first mods, wasn't he?
I don't know. They might have been
Yeah.
in chat room.
I think it,
We weren't on YouTube then, were we? We were just like on.
no. Remember when you had your own website?
When we what? Sorry, say that again.
You had your own website.
Yeah, we had his own website.
And I didn't used to go on Facebook and Twitter, so I just used to go on that, when you were doing it live.
Oh yeah.
So there was just me and Andy in there. So there was just us two. When we were, there might have only been 10 of us on for the night, if you know what I mean. And there was just me and Andy chatting in chat room, So to get kind of numbers that you get now,
Yeah. Wait, listen. It's same as it were then. Only it's evolved, hasn't it? Everything it's evolved. We were a bit more serious then.
Yeah, it has. But there were literally, wasn't there? There were like 8 of us or something, wasn't there?
Yeah, there weren't very many. Yeah, weren't very many. Yeah, but good days though. Good days. These are good. I like these days as well. I like them all.
I do. It's all good.
Joe 90 said, so are we winning the war on COVID, Jason? I told you it's going to be over by April. I told you that a couple of weeks ago. Did I not tell you that? And now everything's falling into place. It's going.
Look at the campaigning at the EU. They're trying to get the EU to lower the status of COVID down to ordinary flu.
There you go.
So the problem is, though, Jay, is that we've got all these people who've gone out and got double vaccinated, who are now all classed as unvaccinated unless they have the boosters. And, depending on where you're getting your information from and what the truth actually turns out to be, these shots could just keep those people alive, or it could be the catalyst for mass genocide. We just don't know. But when you've only got questions about these products and the people who are promoting them don't know what's in them, because it's a trial vaccine, they're only given so much information. And the panels have said, we don't know what's in these. We haven't got a list of ingredients. So you can't say there aren't any aborted fetal cells in it because we don't know. Well, the factor is everybody's rushed out because of this say-so. And I think that, like you've just said, Jace, come April, how many people are going to be left feeling very foolish if that's the case? Because if this isn't the case, we've all got to be the nutters yet again. And you just can't see how that could be this time.
No. Done. It's done. Tell you, it's over. Look, they're now they're looking for an exit strategy. and they're trying hard and trying hard and trying hard. They know that the world is looking at Australia, and it's not working. People would have looked at that a year ago. People would have looked at that and said, "Oh God, we don't want that to happen to us," and we bet. But now it's too late. This bit's too late. This Novak Djokovic thing that's going on now, it's too late. It's like throwing good money after bad. It's, you know what I mean? It's like somebody investing in something and then they throw fucking money. You've seen it before where people have been ripped off by scams, and they're chasing the scam. They're always just going to end up losing more and more. And people have done with it. It's done. It's fucking gone. I'm telling you. By April, they won't. The words COVID will just be like it'll be something that you refer to it past, like in COVID days, the COVID age.
I think they're starting to get rid of it. You look at now the Scottish and Welsh governments are opening up sporting events out there for crowds.
Yeah, they are. They've got to. They do it. Listen, shall I tell you what? Another thing that convinces me of this. I don't know if you remember, but right at the very, very beginning of this, there was a passage from a book, and but I can't remember whether it were a novel or whether it were a book predicting something. But it did say that a virus will come along, and it'll be for around 2 years, and then it'll be gone as soon as it arrives. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Webby?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the book. Was it the Dean R. Koontz one?
I don't know. I just remember seeing the passage of the book. It was a line.
Well, they said it'll disappear and go away for 10 years.
No, well, I don't know. It just said that it'll disappear as fast as it arrived. So, I mean, it started to arrive around about November, December, didn't it? In 2019, in December, really, January, and then it kicked in April time, didn't it? Really, and so that's the 2 years is up in March, April. So I'm telling you, this is fucking done.
It's flu season. It is going to end. Isn't it, Webby?
It's what, sorry?
Flu season.
It's end of flu season.
Yeah. We're coming up to the end of the flu season. So what I'm feeling is that because of that, that's why they put pressure on people getting these jabs, because there's a chance that with this new strain that, I mean, the way I look at it is that all my family are double jabbed. They're all ill. They were all ill over Christmas. I picked up the bug for about 2 or 3 days. They're still unwell. They're still ill, and they're classed as unvaccinated unless they have the booster. But this flu, it's like natural flus come back, but it's been mutated because of, like, I think we spoke about this on the show the other day, Jace, where Putin said that Omicron appears to be a vaccine variant rather than a viral variant. Well, what if the flu has come into contact with vaccinated people with low immune systems? It's been able to mutate and strengthen itself, so it's become a different type of strain. And then my immune system that's unvaccinated has recognised it as the flu, what I've had before, but it's a little bit different. So when it's a little bit different and your body doesn't recognise the infection straight away, it puts your body into lockdown. It makes you ill. It makes you not want to get out of bed until it studies what infection it is and what virus it needs to create to get rid of it. If you've had it time and time and time again, you come into contact with these infections and they don't even bother you. They just bounce straight off you. But if you've got a natural flu that's mutated slightly and then passed on to unvaccinated, that's going to take control of the unvaccinated for at least a little bit longer than the ordinary flu. But if that's then passed on to a vaccinated, then it could double again, treble again in the next mutation. It's almost like the courting the gain of function in people rather than in the lab, which is what Fauci was funding. So they funded all this gain of function from a petri dish and get these two things to mix together, but they need it in a human being. And I think that's what they've been cultivating more than anything.
You see, it's all got really complicated as well. I mean, what if? I mean, all we know, generally, as human beings, and I'm not talking about someone with qualifications who's been to medical school and all this, but generally, as human beings, it's not been what we were told it were going to be. Okay, so what if it's just hadn't been? Oh, the fucking
Exactly.
it's just been. Just like being a fucking test.
No symptoms.
What if it's just been a televised event and an IQ
There's
test?
no illness and there's no death. So, how do you know that you're ill?
Well, you can't, can you? You can't know you're ill.
What other illnesses are there? So just go down to doctors and say, oh, you know, I feel all right, but I think there's something wrong with me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but that's exactly the thing, right? So what's this? What has this done? It's just fucking demonized ordinary flu. So ordinary flu has been demonized. So from now on, if anybody gets fucking flu, let's just say it's gone in April, like I said. Let's go in front 5 years' time. In 5 years' time, at winter, someone gets flu. The first thing they're going to think is, I've got COVID. And what do they associate with COVID? They associate a pandemic, and it's such a bad disease that people had to be vaccinated several times in order for them to have any sort of immunity from it. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't even need to be there. It just needs to have been a fucking exercise. And they've made themselves rich fucking richer while they've been doing it.
People are going to be wearing masks for years.
Oh, yeah. Half of them, though. You want them to, don't you?
Have you had flu before, Jess? Webby?
I had flu years ago. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't pick a cup up.
It's the worst thing I've ever fucking had. I fucking couldn't move. That's a serious fucking illness, that fucker.
Oh yeah, fucking hell. We had it in this house. I think Connor must have been about 12 or 13. And I remember I got ill first and I was fucking laid in bed and I could not fucking move. I thought I was dying, right? It's a few years ago.
I did.
I thought I'm fucking dying. So we must be talking 7 or 8 years ago. I thought I'm fucking dying
here.
You
had to crawl to the toilet.
I had to. I wasn't good at toilet. I just fucking. Piss me send shit. Honestly, I was that bad. And then my missus comes down with it, and she ends up in fucking bed at side of me, right?
Oh God!
And then the lad ends up with it as well. So
all three.
So all three of us have got it, right? And I wake up. I sort of wake up now. So I think I must be over worse because I'm able to move. So I thought I've got to go in and make sure Connor's all right. Because he's type 1 diabetic, see? And he was sketchy with his fucking insulin anyway. So I had to come in and I kept... He'd not took any and his blood sugar were so high, it were off at chart, it wouldn't even read it. So I kept having to gain him insulin and then coming back in an hour and checking him again, giving him insulin. And that's how I got... And I felt like shit, right? And so I knew what they felt like. And he'd just fucking died if not. So that's how bad it is. I do understand how bad flu is. I've not had a fucking flu vaccine in my life. Oh, sorry. No, I haven't had one. No. They tried to give me one in hospital, but I fucking caught her. Tried to give me one in belly while I was asleep. Fucking believe that. But yeah.
Mine were, I worked for my dad, and we broke up for Christmas. And we had 2 weeks off. And on Boxing Day, I started feeling a bit dodgy. And then all of a sudden, I was like fucking in my bed. I couldn't fucking move. And took me like fucking the whole 2 weeks of being off work. I was in fucking bed, so I was ill, and I've nearly died from measles before, but it was no like fucking flu. Tell you, that was fucking awful.
Yeah, it is. It's bad. It's a bad fucking thing.
And I remember, I always remember why, because it was New Year's Eve, 1999, and I was in fucking bed with flu.
Right.
Yeah, it can be bad.
It's fucking shit, isn't it? It's shit. So what if it's just that? It's just been that. But again, it's like we were just looking back at first media manipulation. That's the name of the first ever Raconteurs News. And it were, you know, what if they're just saying this? And so in a couple of years' time, people, as soon as they get some sniffles, because I mean, what they were talking about, that to me doesn't sound like fucking flu at all. It sounds like a cold. You know, just a common cold.
It pisses me off when the people say, "Oh, I think I've got a bit of flu." You go, "You'll be fucking stood up."
Yeah, you won't know.
Flu.
No chance.
You'll be fucking stood there if you had fucking flu.
Yeah.
But they don't realise, do they? They just think, "Oh, it's a bit of I've got a bit of a cold, it's flu." No, it's fucking not.
Jace, that book, the one I was thinking of, it's called The Eyes of Darkness by Dean Koontz. And there's a passage out of it that states they call the stuff Wuhan 400 because it was developed at their rDNA labs outside the city of Wuhan. And it was 400th viable strain of man-made microorganisms created in the research at that research centre. Wuhan 400 is a perfect weapon. That's from 1981. Now, yeah, it's a bit of a stretch to say that he's predicted it, but was the footballer you were talking about, Jace, was it Ahmet Kalik?
Who?
Ahmet Kalik. Turkey international defender. He's died at 27.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 One of them. Yeah. I think he were a Turk. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. He's 27-year-old. But it won't tell you what he's died of. Tragic accident, it says.
Oh, he had a car crash.
Yeah, but has it gone down as COVID?
It fucking might have done. Listen, I'm going to tell this before it goes off my screen. But New Bean says, "Please send my love to Super Leeds," and she said she loves me too as well. So, but I think she's that's more for you. She can tell me anytime if she loves me.
Thank you, New Bean. Nice to speak to you, hear you again.
And Miss L. Lusarde, she says,
I wonder who that could be.
It says, "Give me Leeds' address and I'll come round and get the bangers out."
That's not Heath, is it?
No, I've just made that up in my head. It's just me. Sorry.
All right. Well, there you go. You've got the same sense of humour. So. I like the new song.
Oh yeah, do you like it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about time he did something at the lazy fucker.
He's doing loads, I think.
That's the point, Jace. Did you?
With a band. Sorry.
I'm just going to say that's the point. Did you listen to that track I sent you, Clot Shot?
No, did I fall?
Let me see if I can play it. See if you. I'll have a look.
Sausage time. I don't know what sausage time means. Tony, Dottie, everyone's loving each other in chat room.
Friday loving.
It's a Friday loving. It's always a loving on a Friday. It's always a loving on Raconteurs News. Come on, it's the stinky little corner of the internet that we all know and love, and most people avoid. In fact, the vast population of this planet avoid this show. You are the people that are watching now. The 60 that are watching now, they are
how many?
60.
How 60?
Yeah,
60,
60.
did you say?
60, yeah.
Fucking sad bastards. On a Friday night, have they got no else to do than listen to us?
Well, there's fucking no
Oh,
shit.
3, sorry.
Jimmy Hagan's a fan of Linda Lusardi as well. 56. Yeah, see, I get the other viewers as well. So it might say 56 on YouTube, but I got the other ones that they pop up.
I found out last night that my brother met Sam Fox and got her autograph. So I met Linda Lusardi and he met Sam Fox.
All right.
We're like
Research. Don't research in places like that.
Hang on.
600% increase in thrombosis. Exclusively in Java systems. Cancel. You cancel.
Give me my vaccine, clot my veins. Give me my vaccine, or I'm in chains. Give me my vaccine, I'll play my part. Give me my vaccine and play my heart. AstraZeneca and Pfizer, what you stuck in me, I'm no wiser. Oxford and Moderna too. If I get sick, then I can't sue. Give me my vaccine, I'll stand in line. Experiment on me like Frankenstein. Give me my vaccine, roll up my sleeve. Protect me from something I don't believe. AstraZeneca and Pfizer, what you stuck in me, I'm no wiser. Oxford and Moderna too. If I get sick, then I can't sue. Stab me, jab me straight away. Please modify my DNA so I can fly and I can play, and then I can be on my way. Give me my vaccine. Give me my vaccine. Give me my vaccine, clot my veins. Give me my vaccine, or I'm in chains. Give me my vaccine, I'll play my part. Give me my vaccine and play my heart.
I'm not going to take that in my body because it turns a bunch of blue.
Give me my vaccine, I'll take all 3, even though there is no guarantee. Give me my vaccine so I don't die. Give me my vaccine and tell no lie. AstraZeneca and Pfizer, what you stuck in me, I'm no wiser. Oxford and Moderna too. If I get sick, then I can't sue. Give me my vaccine, hop that file. Let me take part in your new drug trial. Give me my vaccine, I'll serve the state. Give me my vaccine and seal my fate. AstraZeneca and Pfizer, what you stuck in me, I'm no wiser. Oxford and Moderna too. If I get sick, then I can't sue now. Give me my vaccine, clot my veins. Give me my vaccine, or I'm in chains. Give me my vaccine, I'll play my part. Give me my vaccine and play my heart.
It's hard enough being a funeral director anyway, but when you're doing funerals of people that have been unlawfully killed, it's fucking soul destroying.
One time, Andy, and I requested, what King Sugar Hill Gang Rappers Delight, and it goes on for like, it was like 12 minutes. No.
Webby, someone's asking for you to put the link in the chat room for that.
Yeah. Well, I can't post links, can I? With
Well, I'll tell you what, can you not post in private chat?
Yeah.
Well, probably post it in private chat, and I'll post it. The link will work then.
That track is by the Clown Prince, which is Jimmy O'Neill, the Wigan Joker.
Oh, Jimmy O, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
right.
That's Jimmy Hall,
Oh, right, okay. I saw someone on. I've seen him. I saw you on it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've been on his show as well. He's a fella who's woke up in the last couple of years. Got a story about him. You know, he's done a fair bit. He was on reality TV show from America with Living with Kimberly Stewart, I think it was in the noughties. But he's had a big awakening with the stuff that's happened to him, and I think that's what's happened to a lot of people. And when he said he was doing this, I just thought, I told him this. I said I thought it was just going to be like some crappy track song made by a lad from Ince, and it turned out it wasn't. That was it. I mean, I said to him, I said the arrangement on it's so simple and the lyrics are so direct. And he said it just basically come together itself. You know, he said he must have wrote music and been in a band before, because I think he has a YouTube channel for his band. But he said when that stopped, he said he'd never write any more music, and he said it wrote itself. And I thought that's pretty catchy, that. But as soon as he put it on YouTube, it was removed.
Yeah, which means this is going to get fucking removed now.
No, he got reported for that because I played it live and other people have played it as well.
Oh, they? All right then. And listen, I'm not bothered anyway. But yeah, Jimmy O, on BitTunes. I've put the link in the chat room. So South said that is brilliant, Webby.
It is. I really enjoyed it. I bollocked him when I had a brew with him last Monday, and I went, "Tell you what, you bastard!" I said, "I can't stop singing that tune." I said, no. Walking around
So
the
you decided you were going to put it in my fucking head instead?
Yeah. You'd be going up your lift going, "Give me my vaccine." Do.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. Time for the J, says Tony. Time for the J. We've got a big J. We're at an hour. Done an hour, lads.
Bloody hell. Time flies when you're having fun.
On the 6th out, yeah, I know. On the 6th anniversary, it's not 7th, fucking 7th. I forget, I'll be lucky, won't I? It's fucking 6th. I'm lucky to get at fucking 6th, so probably be fucking 60th. I'll still be here in my fucking welcome to news, and all your fucking grandkids will be listening. My fucking great grandmother told me about this cunt.
Yeah, it's all there, isn't it? It's all there.
It's all there. What about him? You know, they've stripped him of all these fucking things, haven't they? But no, you can. What if they strip him of Prince, but they'll be able to leave the P, won't they? So it'll just be P Andrew rather than Prince Andrew, because they'll be able to leave. That'll be more. People will know what they're talking about, then, won't they? Because Andrew's quite a regular name, but you know what P Andrew is, don't you?
Call him Pandrew.
Pandrew, yeah.
It's I don't know. Do you reckon they're throwing him under the bus?
I think it's possible that the Windsors, as the royal family, have been usurped. I think they've been taken out of the position and they're just not telling us the full story yet. I always go back to Trump when he was bumbling about in front of the Queen, just completely disrespecting her. Everybody saw that what he was doing, but his Scottish right bloodline, which is German, I think it's stronger than what the Windsors' bloodline is. And, you know, they're going to tell us things like, if the Queen's dead, they'll tell us when they want to tell us. So I think, if anything, we've just got to be even more switched on with all this stuff that's going on, Djokovic and everything. What's going on behind the scenes? If Djokovic has lost whatever case is coming against him, what legislation is going to come on the back of that? And how will it affect the non-tennis players, the non-internationals, me and you chatting on a street corner, just like the Insulate Britain, that protest bill, to stop you protesting, they can stop you anyway because you have to apply for that. We've discussed it before. You're not gluing yourself to the M25 unless
Yeah, but
somebody takes you there.
listen, the protest that's going to fucking end this ain't going to fucking be applied for.
No, it's not. It's
It's
not.
not going to be applied for. It's just going to happen. It will happen, and when it happens, it's going to go fucking nuclear. But it'll not be. There'll be no. I know they're trying to cut down, but that's no good. If people want to fucking protest, people are so fucking angry and so fucking pissed off that you know that they weren't. That fucking Boris had a fucking party. I mean, for God's sake, fucking hell! There's so much more to be angry at him for than fucking having a fucking drink. He had a drink on garden, took his fucking garden. Did you see that latest one? Have you heard the fucking latest one? This is the latest one. I fucking shit you not, right? That he had a fucking party and they said that people weren't drunk, but Boris's child's swing was broken.
Oh yeah, that's one. And it said they had to smuggle. Yeah, child swing. There were a DJ booked apparently, and they smuggled the booze in a suitcase. They had to smuggle the booze in a suitcase, you know, because of cameras and that.
They didn't know they were doing it. You see, and people, you see, this is the ridiculous thing. Instead of getting mad, people just should say, "Look, we're fucking done with you. We're done with you. Lot of you, whatever you fucking say, I'm not doing it. I'm going to go to work and I'm going to fucking earn my money. I mean, I'm going to earn my fucking money. I'm going to do what I fucking have to do. But I'm fucking done listening to you cunts. When you tell me I can't fucking go to fucking shops without a mask on, fuck it, I'm not. And anybody that don't fucking let me in without a mask, then I'll go and do my shopping somewhere that fucking does. It'll soon fucking build up, but we're not there, are we? We're not there yet, not quite at that point, which is why they're dragging. They know that they're so fucking close that they're dragging the COVID, and they look at this now. I mean, he's not going to get kicked in over a fucking. He'll probably end up resigning, but you know, you look back at all these scandals over years, and they've all been off the fucking note. And this will be Boris Gate, ain't it? Or Boris fucking Garden Gate. Boris Garden Gate. See?
Yeah.
And, oh dear me. I'm thinking about having some fucking t-shirts printed just for fucking laugh, just so that you could just to show how fucking ridiculous the whole lottery is. I was going to have some t-shirts printed with on front written, I'm not vaccinated because I did what Right Said Fred said. But in it though, I mean, think about it. People that right. This is Right Said Fred. I'm not saying there's anything fucking wrong with that. I'm not saying that there's any the shield. I'm not saying anything about him. I'm just saying. Just think about that. It's Right Said Fred. When years ago, when you embarked upon this fucking upon this journey that you've gone through, and everything that everybody's gone through throughout the personal walk through life, that everything's gone to, and you knew that someone would come in, but did you think really that at the end you were going to be fucking stood next to Right Said Fred? You didn't, did you? You imagine because you told your fucking leaders are going to be shirtless and Putin, like for example, shirtless wrestling a fucking bear, you know, while he's having a fucking fag. You know what I mean? Fucking and doing thing on, you know, getting bear in a fucking hug, and then doing that on its, you know, that where you do your fist on someone's head. Go with bear. That's what it is. It's just fucking. This is what. We're not getting. We're not even getting that anymore. Everything's just bollocks. It's all bollocks, as Dinny said. It's all fucking bollocks. Fucking. It's all fucking bollocks. Bollocks. And Yeah, it is. Did he's
But
right.
he's got to be a dead man walking, hasn't he? That fucker.
Well, we all dead men walking, aren't we? Eventually,
Well,
fucking
I mean,
life's like a smoke. In the end, you're going to choke.
Employment-wise, I mean.
Yeah, he is a dead man walking. He is a dead duck. He's there. He's done.
Yeah.
And then what they'll do is they'll get somebody who fucking ticks a few boxes, maybe even a bird again. A woman.
Yeah.
It might be.
That'd go down well, wouldn't it? A black
No,
lesbian
listen. All
woman.
they've got to do then. No, not a black guy, because there's probably not
No, a
enough
black
black people.
lesbian woman.
Just a woman, a woman, right? They'll get a woman. That's a key demographic, right? And then they'll fucking call an election. Keir Starmer's not got fucking any. No, has he? He's got no. He might as well fucking. He's going to a fucking gunfight with a knife.
Well, Keir Starmer was the one who didn't prosecute.
There were pictures of him having beers in lockdown times.
Yeah, of course there is. They're all at it.
So, I mean, why do people fucking believe these cunts? So sorry, people.
Right, okay. Question here from Nubian for us to get into. Before fucking Dinny starts before we all start channeling our inner Dinny and fucking going, fuck it. But Nubian says, have you discussed the attack on Eric Gill's statue? Has anyone seen BBC commenting on this? Discuss.
I haven't seen the comments on it, but I did hear the story on it. I thought it was very interesting, and I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner. But I was very pleased.
Yeah? Mm.
Yeah.
What about you, Webby? What do you make of it?
Well, I've seen some fella hitting it with a lump hammer, not destroying it very much. But that's the only bit I've seen where he took a couple of swings at it with this lump hammer, and you can tell it's made of stern stuff. But the factor is, again, it's a grand gesture that we're all looking at, isn't it? That we're all going to go, yes, that's what should happen, blah blah blah. But we don't do anything. It's all great, isn't it? That we have all these debates and, oh, no, he did that and she did that. And then it's, oh, no, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. We're all wrapped up in that pantomime, that theatre. And nobody's asking real questions. And whilst they can keep playing the clown and people keep buying the tickets, I don't know what to do. How many times, Jace, until they knock on their door?
Well, exactly. But I was just thinking that the guy obviously fucking got up there, caused a bit of a scene of his pigs were turned out, and then he thought, oh, bollocks, I forgot my fucking chisel.
Well, he had his lump hammer, he had his lump hammer and a set of extension ladders, and he's got to London. Nobody's asking. You're on the tube train with an extension ladder and a lump hammer. Where you going, mate? Oh, I'm just going fixing a statue. Bonkers.
I'm just gonna put you down for a sec. I need
all right.
a trip to the bathroom.
All right, no worries, mate. Enjoy.
I'm just reading here, Jace, from the BBC. Man has taken amateur statue on BBC Broadcasting House in central London. BBC staff reported hearing the man shout paedophile as he struck the statue at Broadcasting House, which is connected to the new Broadcasting House. A spokesman for the Met said the man was brought down with the help of a fire crew. He was checked over by ambulance workers before being arrested on suspicion of criminal damage and taken into custody. He said the property owners were examining any damage to the statue and building. A spokesman for the BBC declined to comment.
Okay, now. Dropped his backy, apparently.
Hey?
He dropped his backy, that's why he came down.
I can't believe that.
Well, I kind of know. I mean, you're fucking up there, and he's forgot his fucking chisel for a start, so there he's got off to a bad start, hasn't he? Then his fucking backy's gone. just a fucking nightmare. No, it sounded like he didn't quite go to plan, but kudos to him. I mean, if he feels strongly about that, you should be. You can't get fucking done for chucking a fucking statue or a slave owner into a harbour. So you shouldn't really. There should be, which were criminal damage apparently, which were what they were in court for, and got found not guilty. Then he can't be found guilty for that. There's a precedent.
It has, but this is where we see whether it's going to be interesting. Is the precedent going to be used for both sets, or are we going to find a reason that they don't have to use it for this?
Well, they'll probably say the precedent is that they get found not guilty anyway, so
yeah,
we'll sweep it under carpet, and he'll probably end up in a psychiatric ward somewhere for a bit.
Well, I did look to see if they'd sectioned him or anything, but they just said that they've arrested him and took him into custody. If they do him for criminal damage, again, well, they've set that precedent. They bring the case law in. As long as they can match the case law to that event, then everybody within reason can get away with whatever they're doing. But we're making these laws about offences. Sorry?
I don't think it'll get to court. I think it'll be in a secure mental unit now. Remember, like Daisy were in Beck's. Daisy, as we called her. I mean, she were a surgeon and she were a whistleblower, and they will do that. They use that against her. They got her sectioned, and she were locked up. And I think that's probably what they've done with him. And then he'll be treated with some drugs and.
Should that not be tricked?
Yeah, it'll get vaccinated as well.
Tense, won't it?
I don't know. No. I won't say phase past tense. Treated past tense.
No, tret is past tense. Treated is I'm going to be treated. I'm going to be treated to a birthday party. They treated me to a birthday party.
I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
It's not fucking. It's fucking. We've gone from fucking Raconteurs News to Play School.
No. I thought it was Coronation Street from the 80s then with Mavis.
Maybe some fucking.
I don't really know.
Oh yes. I think it's treated or tret. You see, tret's past tense, isn't it? Because I tret a bad. You'd say, if you were talking about like a past partner and you say, I tret a really bad. That's past tense, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to say I treated her bad. Because that sounds fucking like you were from fucking North Yorkshire. Apologies to anyone from North Yorkshire. I really haven't got anything against anybody. What does
North Yorkshire's lovely.
What?
North Yorkshire's lovely.
Oh no, it is. They've got the Yorkshire vet up there, and he's got some cows. What do folks make of the Mark Sexton? It's just fucked off my screen. Mark Sexton / Eden TCLAQW suit. Know anything about that? That must be lawsuit, but he's put Q.
Yeah, Mark Sexton's an ex-copper who's put that lawsuit in. People have called him a shill and said this and that, but that's nothing new. Normally, when people are on the button with things, they get attacked like that. So you can only take it as information, but as with all the people that you've.
Can you explain it to me? I don't know what he's doing.
Say again.
Can you explain it to me? I don't know what he's doing.
Let me see if I can bring something up what he's put out, because I'd rather get it right than
of course, that's fine, yeah. We've got to get it right sometime, haven't we?
All of this, yes.
Mark Sexton.
What was it?
I don't know. Is
That's
it an
it.
ex-copper that's bringing some sort of lawsuit?
Right. Oh, Lois
Ex-copper.
Bayliss. Lois
That's the
Bayliss
thing.
is involved in this.
Who?
Lois Bayliss. She's from. She operates an online law firm called.
I've seen
Something
that
Law
advert
of
in the
Yorkshire.
paper.
Something Law of Yorkshire. It's called.
Have you seen that? Have you seen the advert in the paper?
That's it. That's Lois Bayliss. That advert in the Rotherham thing.
Rotherham Advertiser. I'm going to go and get one tomorrow because I want to see if it's real. I can get a
It is
Rotherham
real.
Advertiser.
I've looked at the website.
I know, but I'm still going to go and get one.
Oh right, yeah. What I've got
Hang
here,
on.
guys.
There's 3 of us here. Can you tell me what you're talking about?
We're talking about some. Well, he's going to tell us about the case, but there's in the Rotherham Advertiser, someone's took out a full-page advert asking for people to come forward with vaccination injuries, right? So if they've had a vaccination injury, they're asking people to come forward so that I think the idea is that they're going to put a lawsuit together. I don't know whether a civil or a criminal case. What's your understanding on it, Webby? Is it criminal or civil?
If they can get it as criminal, they'll go for criminal. But criminal is so much more difficult in these cases. Civil, they've got a good chance at. But I'm very dubious about.
It's got to be beyond all reasonable doubt, whereas you only need 51% in it.
Yeah, it's on the balance of probabilities is civil, and criminal is beyond reasonable doubt.
The problem you've got, Jace, is if they take a class action, the lead case loses, everybody loses. And that means then that case law will be written in such a way that you're going to have to repeal that. You're going to have to beat that precedent to put your case forward. So it's not always a good thing to get solicitors in the system to take cases like this forward. It doesn't cause as many issues. And that is what my problem is with a lot of people who do all these class action, because I do know people who've taken cases on to lose. They've done it on purpose to create those issues. So you've got to be careful with these people. But yeah, it's the Lois Bayliss is named in this here. Right, Mark Sexton. I've hand-delivered 115 signed statements to a Detective Tobias Hussey at Hammersmith CID at 1100 hours this morning. What date was that? That's the 13th of January.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Lois Bayliss and her team have done... mind you, it might have been before, but this has been posted yesterday. So he might have put the paperwork in before this. Lois Bayliss and her team have done a fantastic and heroic job in getting these prepared. 103 statements are from those who have been vax damaged and from relatives of those who have sadly died. 12 statements from identifiable NHS whistleblowers. Some of the evidence they've provided is deeply disturbing. I've also provided the detective with a brilliant forensic report produced by Craig Pyrdkoper, seems Dutch that, detailing the vials and levels of toxicity, his assertions and ours. This proves premeditated murder. This information was made public by Wolfgang Vodag in an interview with Rainer Fulnick. I've also stated that Dr. Yeadon and Dr. Bhakti are now to be contacted immediately in order for them to provide their expert accounts and to discuss how best for the police to receive and document their substantial evidence. Notwithstanding this, the other credible experts must be contacted immediately. This additional evidence proves the need to stop the vaccines without delay, demanding these all close down all the vaccine centres and seize all vials as evidence. Further adding, if the police fail to protect the public from the harm, the public will be forced to do this, and it is proper and lawful to do so under Section 3 of the Criminal Law Act 1967. It goes on a bit, but that's basically the gist of it.
Right, so it's criminal then. Basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to force the police's arm, really, by bringing along a load of evidence, like he's presented something to a detective, Now, whether that detective's going to do all
But
about
then,
it,
then their job is just to collect evidence. Then they'll send it to Crown Prosecution Service,
yeah,
and they decide whether it goes to court or not, don't they?
yeah. But I think the big part in that was that all they wanted, they demanded that all centres be closed down, vaccinations be ceased, and things closed down. I think that's the point of it. That's the what they're hoping to get. You know, at least because they're all seized as evidence.
Yeah, you've yeah, they've got that, but with all these cases, Jason, they always take the criminal case first, and the criminal case is the hardest to prove. So they can drag the criminal case out and lose that, and then take a civil case and get a payout.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson, possibly as guilty as the day is long, as a criminal, got found not guilty, but found guilty in a civil like that. So it's all to do with, even with like the type of mens rea. How it's so difficult to prove that. So you've got a difficulty that's going on here, and these wordsmiths know that, so they can make everything legal, and these judges won't do anything. They won't help us. That's why we've got to get with the challenge of the system. For me, is still a constitutional challenge. The judiciary are meant to make sure the legislature and the executive do everything that they can for the benefit of man in this country, and the judiciary aren't doing that.
Yes, well, I mean, it all works into my theory that perhaps this is going to be something that gets because of this ongoing legal thing that will be later dropped. But due to this investigation, that the vaccines will be stopped and all vials will be seized, and then there won't be a criminal investigation. If there is, you know.
Can I ask a question in chat, Jess?
Yeah, go on.
Does anyone know anyone who's actually been ill with corona, whatever it's called?
I think there's people in chat room have known people that have tested positive or have been ill, and it's been put down to corona. Yeah, I think there's certainly been people I know that it's been put down to COVID. That they've been ill.
You know people. Is it not just flu? Is it not just flu though, Jess?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's what they call it, isn't it? I mean, it could be just a flu, but you know, if they call it corona, if you go to a doctor and he says, "Oh, it's corona,"
well, no, because they're walking around in their houses, and they've got to stay in their houses for 5 days or whatever. If you had flu, you won't be able to walk.
Yeah, no, we went through this about an hour ago.
So, I don't know. I don't know whether it's completely made up, this shit.
Yeah, well, this is what we've been saying from start, really, isn't it? I mean, is it made up? Is there a virus? Is there something? Is it just flu? But that's what
I'm saying. If it was a flu, you'd be fucked. I mean, you would be. But they're not, though, are they? That's why I'm asking. Do people know anyone who's... They're saying, oh, you've got to stay in your house for 5 days because you got it. But there's no wrong with you. And you don't feel unwell. I mean, what other diseases does that? I mean...
Well, what's the perfect enemy? One that you can't see, you can't feel, and you can't fucking hear it, you can't touch it, but you've got it.
Exactly. That's it. It's the enemy, isn't it?
That's it. It's like Osama bin Laden. You couldn't see him, you couldn't hear him, you couldn't touch him, you couldn't talk to him, you couldn't ask him. But he was the enemy. It's the same thing. It's just a fucking an invisible enemy. It's an enemy that doesn't exist. It's whether it's flu or whatever, because flu cases dropped through the floor last year. But you know,
it gave up. It gave up. I posted a meme earlier on, Jays. It said, "This COVID, it's really clever. It gets past 2 vaccines and a booster, but it can't get past that mask."
yeah, it's
Ask someone in the chat room to Google how many people died from Spanish influenza after the First World War.
well, it were loads, weren't it? It's supposed to be 18 million people, weren't it?
I think it was more than that.
Well, it might have been 6 million.
I think it was more than that. More people died from flu than died in war.
I know. Yeah, the Spanish flu killed loads of people, but then you had all fucking same shit right at the beginning. It got all mixed in with fucking 5G stuff. So people, you know, it did sound fucking crackers, didn't it? It sounded
5G.
fucking. It got, well, yeah, this COVID and 5G. That's what the people were connecting to.
Yeah,
I thought you were on about fucking First World War.
675,000. There you go.
The Spanish flu, that was linked with vaccinations as well. The Spanish flu, that was linked with vaccinations.
675,000? Bollocks. I don't believe that.
Right, I'll Google it. Will you believe me?
Millions. Right, well, I don't know what to believe anymore, but that's not right. 675,000. No.
Let's have a look. 50 million.
There we go.
50 million. I think 650,000 might have been in Britain.
But that's linked to vaccinations as well, Jace.
That was just us lot.
And oh, how long did it fucking last?
What? Spanish flu?
Yep.
After the First World War?
Yep.
2 years.
It wasn't long ago.
2 years. 2 years. Just like I've been fucking saying, it's going to be gone, this COVID. 2 fucking years. February 1918, start date, end date, April 1920. So it's nearly a fucking 100 years ago.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Sorry, I didn't hear them dates again, Jess. Can you say them again?
Started February 1918 and ended in April 1920.
Fucking hell.
Which is incidentally 100 years. The end date is 100 years from the start date of this fucking one. Why has nobody noticed that? Exactly 100 years. 28 April 2020 were when it really fucking kicked in, weren't it?
And don't get me wrong, right? If it were like the Spanish flu after the First World War, and there were literally people fucking dropping dead in fucking street, I'd be considering taking a fucking vaccine, but there ain't.
No, listen, it's fucking. 675 was World War II.
Sorry?
Don't matter.
Nah.
I'm just reading through chat room, that's all. 2 years.
I'm going to say no, go on, sorry.
The stats are bollocks. It's what you are told. Oh, the stats are bollocks. It's not bollocks that it started 100 years after the fucking last one had finished, is it? Might be bollocks. It might just be a coincidence. You ever heard of one of them? Fucking no.
No such thing.
I don't fucking believe in them.
No such thing.
What's the point of it, Jess? What's what they're trying to achieve.
I don't know. I think what you're asking there is what is the meaning of life, really, isn't it? That question, because you just don't. I mean, can you see? I know global domination and that, but what are they going to do then? What point do they think? Well, that you know, what is it? I just don't get it. It's like a race to the end. It's like fucking see how fast we can get to end of fucking civilization. Because it will. It'll fucking implode and something else will happen. We'll have another one like Romans, the fucking all them civilizations, Roman fucking Empire, all these empires, British Empire. It's all going to come to an end. The whole lot. This is a fucking world empire. Probably fucking done by British. I don't know. You could fucking say. I mean, Adolf. We could get Yoni on and ask him what he thought. But it's just a fucking, it's just a game. I think it's just a game. I think you just have to play it game, and you know see how far you can not play it game. You know, do you understand what I mean? You play a game, but you're seeing how far you can fucking not play it. I'm not talking about going doing fucking rotten things and beat you, but just outside of fucking game, you can be. You know, they don't want to be in that fucking game. And it's fucking thrown in your face everywhere. Fucking thrown in your face everywhere. But
then, do you think there's something wrong with these people?
What people? I think there's the people at top. Of course there's something fucking wrong with them. Of course. Can you imagine with the technology we've got today? What if no fucking greed didn't exist? Everybody could just have, you know, whatever they fucking wanted, live where they wanted, do what they wanted. There'd be people that would want to go up and fucking live in fucking yada yada land, you know, fucking North Pole, and go and have a look and see what's underneath and shit like that. And there'd be people that wanted to do tech stuff and advance and see it. But the reward for that would be helping your fellow fucking people, not getting fucking silly fucking gadgets and silly fucking shit, silly nonsense, silly fucking pieces of fucking crap that are made by somebody whose fucking life is so much fucking worse than you could ever imagine yours is going to be. You take them for granted. It just what can we fucking? You've got to just play a game and try and stay as far out of it as you can. But you're in it. There's nothing you can do. Can't take yourself out of it, can you? Well, you can, but I won't fucking I wouldn't recommend it. Webber, you say something. You say things now.
Me say things now. Is that what we're used to? I say things. Again, it's in everybody's hands. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? If everybody just says no, and then we have a great debate about it, and we start at the local levels and start sorting it out, we could easily do it. But I have a funny feeling that this story's already been written, and we've just got to, as you said, where are you going to run to, Jace? It's every country. There's nowhere to go. You know, it's time to grow up and take some responsibility, or keep doing what you're doing, keep going with your head down, keep paying your bills until it all collapses, and then they come and steal all your property and then rent it you back. Because that's what they're telling us they're going to do. They told us they were going to try and get mandatory vaccines, but that'll never happen.
Yeah, just fucking madness, utter fucking madness. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm a bit fucking knackered, to be honest. We've done an hour and 40 minutes. That's all right, isn't it? Sorry, Friday.
Sure, sure, mate.
Well, I don't know. Fucking.
What time is it?
11:15.
11.
11:15.
Yes.
Well, if you've got nothing to talk about, mate, or if you are that knackered, it's your show.
Oh, no, not really. I just you're too. Where's fucking Dinny anyway when you need him? Get fucking Dinny on. You know, Dinny.
I can fucking talk. I just thought I'd let Webby have something to say.
Cheers, mate.
He's never got over to say Webby. That's the problem.
I know, that's the trouble.
Yeah, let's get
Mate.
fucking.
Why don't you stick the
Get
thing
my
in the pot while you've done it?
Get my Irishman on.
I've put it in.
Okay.
Jimmy's in the chat room. I don't know if he'll come on, or he was in the chat room.
Jimmy, anybody's welcome on. Just come on and fucking say something, because like this is dying a death, isn't it?
Where's
Do you know what? Raconteurs news
where's
after
American?
that was always the case of to see who could get pissed the quickest. Remember? And now none of us drink.
No, that's the thing, isn't it? We're talking bollocks now. If we were both still on ale, we'd be.
At least we could blame the ale when we talked bollocks before.
Oh.
Oh, Tasmedia has just put in the chat room that tell Leeds to look up Hugo Talks on brand new tube. He's just put up a video on Spanish flu.
There you go. Hugo Talks.
I couldn't hear what he said.
Couldn't hear what he said. He said, I'll tell you what he said. He said, look up Hugo Talks on brand new tube. He's just put a video up about Spanish flu.
All right, thank you. It's because I'm coming through your phone, you see, so I can't hear Webby right well.
All right, let me see if I can get your fucking mic.
I can hear him. I can hear
No,
Lee.
that's a good thing. I'm only joking, Webby.
Fucking nobody's going on, man. The ratings, aren't they? Fucking Dinny's probably fucking passed out.
Dinny will be running around forest naked.
It will, won't it?
He'll be goose stepping round the forest naked.
Taylor will be looking after his sock.
Well, he'll be wishing it, won't it? Because it's just after Christmas. So, after New Year.
It'll have taken some abuse, right?
Yeah, that'll be it wash. And
He probably won't know how to use a washing machine now, will he?
You what, sorry?
I don't think he knows how to do it.
He probably won't know how to use a washing machine.
No, he probably don't. No, he probably hand washes everything. You know, in a forest, topless, in a forest like brook. Can you see him rubbing his thing on a rock? His colours. Just rubbing his toes on a rock, right? Bare chested and all snow surrounding him, and he's rubbing it, and they turn around and go, "Fuck you!" A fucking bear coming up behind him. No, Dinny, he's fucking just come and then fucked off. I was just about to put him on.
You've upset him.
They look like Tom Hanks in that fucking one where he gets fucking stranded on an island.
Castaway. Breakaway.
Castaway. Yeah, it doesn't leave the fucking and it talks to football or something.
Fucking Dinny's just fucking come on and gone off. Get your ass back on, Dinny. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if you went off because of what I was saying. I was only describing him like heroically in snow, fucking washing his clothes in a brook. We're fucking telling the bear to fuck off with you.
Maybe you just reminded him as where he should have been.
Yeah. I've left the washing him.
You big gay bastard.
Oh, here he is. We'll soon find out. What's your money on? Do you reckon he's mad or what?
I think he'll be alright.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be alright. What are you, Webber?
I reckon he's pissed.
Okay. Denny, how you doing, mate?
I'm alright, what do you want? What do you cunts want? Hello, Jason. Hello, Webby. Leeds, me old buddy. How are you?
Alright, mate, how are you?
I'm all right, man. Sticking with it.
Good.
Is that
Man,
it
Good to hear
then?
from you.
What?
Good to hear from you.
You too, mate. Are you keeping well? Are you better?
I'm feeling better, yeah.
Are you still on the juice?
Yeah.
Well, that fucking killed that, didn't it?
Anything's better than fucking Hitler, Webby.
Get straight to the
You
point.
got to bring Hitler up already.
What was that, Leeds, before Webby butted in?
Yeah, repeat what you said, Lees.
You what, sorry?
Repeat what you last said if you can remember, because Dinny didn't hear it because Webby butted in.
I said, well, oh, fucking hell, I've forgotten now.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
sounding well, Leeds, I must say, mate.
He's
You've
talking
fucking
to you,
gone deaf
Leeds,
as
man.
well now.
You what?
He's talking to
Have
you,
you gone
man.
deaf as well?
You're confusing me now.
Have you gone deaf? Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's talking to me.
Yeah, you. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's talking to you.
Alright, what's this saying?
Did he? Go on.
I said, have you gone deaf?
No, I'm not deaf, I'm fucking blind, you daft cunt.
I said, have you gone deaf as well?
No.
Anyway, fuck them. Anyway, cheers, Leeds. I'm having a drink on you.
Why?
I don't understand that. You'd have a drink for the opening of a door, didn't it? Or a window.
You're probably right. Why not?
I'm just
Why
going to
not?
open the window. Let's crack one open.
Webby and Jason don't drink now, Leeds.
Hey?
Webby and Jason don't drink now.
Hello? It's because of me.
Because of you. Fuck them.
Well, it is partly because of him. It is one of the reasons I stopped drinking is partly because of him. So,
How long are you off it now, Jason? 10 weeks?
July.
But
It's about 6 months, isn't it?
I'm fucking glad for him. I'm fucking glad for him. I wish I could fucking stop.
You can, mate. I promise you.
No.
You can.
But anyway, let's move on because this is just
Yeah,
all got
let's
fucking
move
serious,
on.
hasn't it?
Let's
it is.
talk about forests in Germany.
Yeah.
Forest.
Squirrels. Can we talk about squirrels?
They're here every day. They're here every day, Leeds. I feed them.
What are the names, Dinny?
They haven't got names yet, Webby.
You haven't named them.
No, the little red fuckers.
We've only
Squirrels.
got the little
Red
grey
squirrels. They're right rare, them, you know.
Oh, they're rare in England.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking really rare. They're only there's only 2 places in England that it's got them. Somewhere in New Forest and what's that? Anglesey.
Anglesey.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
That's
grey
it, those are
squirrel.
years. They're here every morning.
Well, fucking Grahams killed them all off, didn't they? That's what happened.
Yeah.
When
Canadian,
Grahams came over
aren't they?
from Canada. They
Yeah,
fucking-
Canadian greys.
They came over on Pan Am, 101 or whatever it was.
Yeah, one called himself DB Cooper.
They jumped out. They jumped out for the cash. And fucking hell, I set up in Scotland. All these fucking red squirrels. And then, grey squirrels. Grey squirrels, and they parachuted in. And then they attacked the red squirrels.
And
So
they
you-
told her nuts.
You just don't get these conversations on Jonathan Ross's show or anything like that, do you?
No. This is knowledge. This.
Exactly. That's what we'd be watching now on a Friday night. Jonathan Ross or Graham Norton or something like that. You wouldn't get this quality conversation on there.
No. Science. See? We fucking do science here. We're raconteur science, we should call it.
Well, you're not allowed to have those scientific opinions, are you? Or is it just health?
What? No, I ain't got no scientific opinions at all. The fucking everything I do is what I see. So I know what happens, and that's all I know. So who cares? Hey, look, Jimmy's on.
Is he it, lad?
Jimmy.
Hi, Jason.
Hey,
Webby,
Jimmy.
Jenny.
Jimmy?
Hey, Jimmy,
How's
mate.
it? I heard the shout out. You just caught me at a crucial moment. I'm just getting the fire going here, so it's kind of cold this evening. So actually, I feel really great. I'm in the company of teetotalers. I've just given up the drink myself, and it feels fucking great.
Jimmy, you can fuck off. Enough of this thing. I can't be sitting here with 3 teetotalers. I forgot Leeds. Leeds is on my side.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. I'm having a great buzz off the booze now. It's brilliant. I didn't think I was going to do it. I knew I would at some stage, but I didn't know when.
And
But that's the
how
thing,
long
though,
you
isn't
offered,
it? You tell
Jimmy?
yourself
You
you're going to
never
do it
do.
at some stage.
You
You
never
tell
know, do
yourself you're going to do it at some stage, and then you have to get to the point where you said that some stage has got to be fucking now.
Yeah, and I done it actually on the 1st of the year, and it wasn't a New Year's resolution or anything like that. I just said, right, break time. So
You
Oh,
just
fair
know
play to you, Jimmy. Fair play to you,
when
mate.
it's right in you. When it's right in you, you just know you're going to do it. And if you don't know that clear, you're not going to do it. I know by experience.
absolutely, Webby, and you're chatting to a guy who's suffered with addiction most of his fucking life, and there hasn't been a thing yet I couldn't fuck out of my life if I wanted to. The drink was just a little bit trickier because it was kind of like one of the last of my crutches in a way.
I'm going to say it's a big coping mechanism for a lot of us.
I'll tell you what's worse than the alcohol: cigarettes.
Yeah, all right, mate.
Yeah, I agree, Tim. It is worse than the alcohol, and hopefully I'll be able to cut down on them next. So, cut down anyway.
You know, don't let Denny fucking take your smokes away from you, man. He's just on a fucking massive downer, innit? Because he's fucking sat there pissed as a cunt. And he's fucking with us fucking bright-eyed, bushy-tailed fucking teetotalers. That's what's up with him. He's going out where you fucking smoke now, don't you, you cunt?
You know what? I love my cigarettes. I really love my cigarettes until first thing in the morning when you wake up and you have to fucking turn the choke on to actually get going.
Yeah.
It looks like I chose the wrong week to stop. Fucking hell.
Are you drunk by any chance?
I picked a bad week to give up heroin. Fuck's sake.
Jimmy, what's going on, man? What's going on with this world? Are we all fucking nuts or what? Are we just playing along? And what is going on, man?
Well, it's a test of your character, and now is the time to just be really calm, relaxed, and fucking laugh at it all because it's a clown show.
Yeah, it is. Hey, did you see fucking the headlines today? Was it the BBC? Number 10 apologizes to the Queen for having parties. You what?
Well, I've been following
what?
this. Yeah.
The Queen. I mean, there's a kick in the balls for you.
Fuck is a fuck?
I'm just waiting for the BBC headline, which comes out and states the Queen apologizes for eating children.
She's never going to apologise for that, mate.
I do apologise for my son Andrew and his behaviour.
Yeah.
I'm now going to have the back of my head on money.
Yeah.
As I can't face the nation.
That depends on your definition of poking a miner with my todger.
We're going to get into trouble for this, us. MI5 will be listening to this and they'll be going, fucking hellfire, this is fucking hilarious. Can't that fucking Leeds bloke talk a bit more?
Oh, fucking hell,
I've
man.
lost my fucking joint. I can't believe it.
Oh, man. Can't you smell where it is? Because it's burning carpet or something.
He's not dropping this, has
Right.
He's going to pull. He's going to pull a Hunter Biden now, is it? He's going to be smoking Parmesan cheese off the carpet.
Go on, Leeds.
Use your bong leads.
You what, sorry?
Use your bong.
Use your bong.
You what, sorry?
You probably
Is that
can't
the
find
same?
that either.
Is that the same good shit you had the other night, Jason?
No, it's not actually. No, it is actually, yeah.
It seems a bit harsher on you tonight,
It's,
mate.
well, you know, it's making me cough. I think it's because I've like this thing. You know what I mean? I said I'm fucking smoking. All right, alcohol's much worse than smoking. I had to go at dinner, and Dinny fucking cast a fucking spell at me. You know what he's doing? You know why he's got that black screen, don't you? Because he's sat there with a fucking bear's head on his fucking head, like we fucking use his body as a cape, as fucking wrapped round him.
Relax. You fucking know
He'll
that.
turn his lights on in a minute and shit us all up.
Oh, I'm going to figure it out. I have got one of them headlights.
No, we don't want one of them. No, I thought, no, fucking bear head on thing, fucking
Had a haircut
fucking
today.
thought this, I had fucking discarded meat, left that for fucking coyotes. I've just took fucking skin for a coat. And head for that. Come on, Dinny.
What?
You must do that. Fucking
Do what?
living in the middle of the woods.
It's dark. I can't see anything.
You don't go out and like look for some bears and that.
Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shot one this morning.
How big were it?
About 6 foot.
What do you think? What do you think about these alleged Department of Defense memos that have just been released by that Major Murphy? And I don't know if any of you guys have actually read those memos, but I have to say, after reading those memos, it's kind of like clear evidence to me of why everybody around me now is getting, anybody who's actually done their research over this last 2 years, everybody's feeling more relaxed now. It's like, it seems like every day now we're getting more of indication that we've been right all along, and we're in a good place now because I think we all have a fair understanding of what we're up against here, and everybody can relax now. And all we have to do now is wait for the normies to wake up.
Yeah.
Do you see that where you are? Do you see that these normies are waking up? I've seen my family who wouldn't normally ask questions ask some questions, but they're still blindly going along with it. But they say, well, we're not going blindly along with it because I've weighed everything up. Well, have you looked at this? No, that's horrendous stuff. I don't want to look at that. But if this is true, how can you say it's balanced if you don't look at the bad stuff? That's like saying my house isn't on fire because I've turned my back on it. Look, it's not there. It's like the cat in the box. It's ridiculous. The mentality of where we've put ourselves, I can't say where we've put ourselves because, you're a product of your environment at the end of the day. If your mum and dad tell you that this is life and you see everybody else doing the same thing, it's the same.
Well, there's a lot of validity to what that doctor from Denmark is saying about this mass formation. That topic that's getting really it's getting really hammered on the internet at the moment by Google and all the censors, and does explain perfectly what we're seeing. It's like we have about, if this doctor is correct, and Dr. Malone has been really, really eloquent in pushing this topic forward, and he's getting hammered for it being his idea, but it's not his idea because it's actually 200-year-old research about this mass formation idea.
Jason, stop fucking coughing for fuck's sake.
I muted it. Sorry, for fuck's sake.
So, where was I? Yeah. So like we have. So if these guys are correct, if this doctor is correct, we have 20% of the people who are well tuned in, well educated, and totally aware of what's going on. 40% are just go along to get along, and 30% are just in a deep hypnosis from watching too much of the Gogglebox.
I look at it. I look at it a bit different. With you've got like a 20% bracket. What we're in, where we're saying, look at this stuff. Look, check it out. Go and research it. Don't ask questions. Then you've got 20% at the other end of the scale are the ones going, follow the science, take your injections, do this, that, put your mask on. And then you've got 60% in the middle of good people that don't want to do anything because it's not impacting their lives. I can put my mask on for 10 minutes while I get my fags. I've had my vaccine. Look, I've had no issues. I've had my second vaccine. I've had no issues. That's what these people in the middle are saying. And the ones that are getting ill, it's going down for COVID. They're saying it's COVID. Our language has changed. We don't get colds anymore. Is it COVID? I don't know. Well, have you been tested? No. Why should you need to get tested to see if you've got COVID? The tests don't test for that. It's not diagnostic. So we get lost all in that bollocks.
Can I just something I want to bring up that I learned today that I wanted to bring up before I fucking forgot it, to be honest. So sorry to interrupt you, man.
Carry on.
But remember the guy, that Dr. Adil?
Mm.
You remember him? I think Adi interviewed him, didn't he?
Adi interviewed him, yeah.
Yeah, Adi interviewed him.
And,
when Sanders were on, he was saying, well, he's fucking got no fucking credibility because he's been suspended and this, that, the other. Well, I saw a tweet today that somebody else had retweeted, and it was him, Dr. Adil, saying, it's great to be back at work. Thank you to everyone who supported me. I'm back now in my old job. I've got my old job back, and they've had to, reinstate him. So he's back in his job.
Cool. Yeah, that's all you can say. Good that they've fought and he's managed to get that back. I mean, maybe there is some, there's got to be something that's moving forward, Jace, because the world, never mind this country, the world's in such a state, it's being primed for saviours. It's being primed for it. People will only take so much.
But Webby, this has gone on for years, mate. It's not all about COVID, man. Gone on for years, man.
No. But it's going on for years. COVID is the catalyst. I've never seen anything move this quick, Dinny, in the last 2 years. I never thought I'd see this in my lifetime.
Yeah. Well, I hear you, Webby. It's
a real springboard.
What I want to know is what's the agenda? There's got to be an agenda for them to push it so far.
Neil Sanders says there's no agenda.
What's the agenda? I can't understand what it could be.
I think the problem is people are so focused on COVID that they don't realise that there's an actual war taking place, and it's probably a 5th generation or a 6th generation war. So it's not like any war we've seen before. And but the problem is that there's a real risk that it might go kinetic at some stage, because if these investigations carry on through over in America with Fauci in the hot seat now, he's been called to testify under oath now. He's actually been demanded to testify under oath now. This has serious implications for the world, because there's so many countries involved in what's going on right now. I think that there's America was involved in the making of this virus, England, France. I've even heard that Barnier from the EU has some connections in all this business, and there's China. So is the next stage of this that we end up going kinetic? That's what I'm thinking. But it's clear that there's a war going on. There's a huge civil war going on in the halls of power globally. That's the way I see it.
Jimmy, I've got a question there. What's going on in Africa? Why is Africa very quiet about all this? Nothing.
Well, the people
That
there,
is-
they're not taking any jabs. They've been hurt before by this. They're clever enough. They've been stung before by Fauci and Gates, and Africa's quiet because nobody wants to cover Africa because they're doing so well there. All the people in Africa take ivermectin prophylactically, like regularly, because of all the parasites and things there. So that's why their numbers. They have. There's nothing going on in Africa. That's why it's quiet. There's nothing happening there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, but it's a worldwide fucking thing, but not in Africa.
Well, China are busy moving into Africa at the moment. Like, Africa's probably already captured. China's there. They're after the rare earth minerals and the food production there. They need it to feed their people. So,
Uganda use the yen, don't they, for currency?
say that again, Webby.
Uganda, don't they use the yen for currency? Didn't China give them the currency?
Oh, I
It's the
didn't
yen
hear
way,
that.
yeah.
Wow.
So what you've got to see is we're talking about China doing this and that and the other. There aren't any countries anymore. These are businesses. China own, well, at the last count I looked at it, China owned 4 UK academy schools. The building, they've got contracts. The Beijing construction company have got contracts in towns near where I live, multi-million pound contracts. And our contractors aren't getting it. I bring up the Tata Steel Works in Wales. All those people took pay cuts so they could keep the jobs. And then 100 miles away, there's a bridge that needs reinforcing with steel, and we ship it in from China because it's cheaper. So China's got a lot of fingers in a lot of pies. China is the same entities, if you like, as in cabal, who want to rule the world, including us, but they're all fighting to control it, and that'll be their downfall. I'm hoping that people will see more and more of it, yeah, but they'll bring themselves down. All these empires throughout every point in history, the empires never collapse from an outside source. It's always from within, and that is what's happening now. But people know that happens, so they can engineer it. So if Boris is this clown that doesn't know what he's doing and he's made all these mishaps and errors, because they don't make mistakes, they make errors. You've got all this legalese then to get through, and we'll never know who it is, whether it's him. We don't know this stuff. We rely on man information to tell us. And if the people who give us that information are known liars, then you should have questions. But maybe I've not got that much faith in humanity.
Well, I have faith in us purebloods. But I think
don't
you're
know
quite
anymore,
correct.
Jimmy. I don't know anymore. I mean, anybody, look around you now and say, Jason, pick up anything. I bet it's made in China. I bet your clothes are made in China. Everything's made in fucking China. Everything.
The thing is, though,
Not
the thing
survive
is, though,
without China.
the only thing that's been made in China and lasted is this fucking virus.
Well, actually, it wasn't really made in China. The research began in America, and it's clear from these Department of Defense documents that it wasn't just one university that was working on it. There were several universities and institutions where they were working on these chimeric viruses. So, but when Trump came into power, he put a moratorium on all the on all this gain of function research. And there's Jason showing off his his QR codes. China knows who you are, and we're
Is it
finding
made
out.
in China?
Yeah, I'm trying to hold it still.
Yeah, everything. Somebody pick up something, the thing next to you, I bet it's made in China. Or look at your clothes. Everything's made in fucking China, Jimmy.
But when Trump put the moratorium on the gain of function research, what happened then was that they shipped it out to China then. So this research didn't just come. This came from America. It started in America and then it was outsourced when it got banned in America because it was too dangerous. The Department of Defense wouldn't fund it anymore, so they shipped it off to China and got their funding from the NIH in America. So I think they made. I think they didn't make a mistake, but they did make a mistake. I don't think they meant to have this pandemic just yet. I think this was supposed to be down the road a bit further, but Trump was fucking up their plans, so to say. And I'm not saying it was Trump, because Trump has managed to, like, no president makes any decisions. No president is in charge of the country. There's always people behind the president making the decisions. So it wasn't Trump either. So there's forces at play here that we don't understand.
Yeah, it's always the shadow governments. Just to confirm, Dinny, my Union Jack Cup is made in China and Leeds.
So who makes Jack and who makes the Union? That's weird.
We've lost Leeds.
Is Leeds gone?
Yeah.
Sorry. You still there, Leeds?
Was he all right, though, Jace?
Hey?
Was he all right?
Yeah, he all just fell asleep.
All right.
He did sound a bit knackered, didn't he?
As the night's gone on, he did. He sounded very bright, actually, when he first came on. It's you know, with what he's gone through, and now he sounded when I heard him last time, he sounded a lot better than last time.
Yeah. When he came on, I thought he sounded quite chipper. So
yeah.
He seems to have flagged us with as it's gone on. So anyway, there we go. That was Leeds.
I posted it in the chat room, but did you notice there was an article? I've only just noticed this today. On GB News, they posted that COVID passes are to be scrapped by the end of the month as Omicron wave falls.
Yeah,
so,
I saw that. Yeah.
So, I heard that, yes.
So what this could be, let's see if this works, because they keep saying, no, we're not doing that, and then they do it. So this is the cognitive dissonance. So it's going to be scrapped by the end of the month because Omicron's gone. Haven't we already got a Flurona flying about and a Deltacron or something like that? So is there going to be, you know, oh, we're not going to do the health passports. Oh, look at this, what's happened. We're going to have to consider them again. And that'll create that cognitive...
No, listen, I think that's why everyone's pissed off about Boris's garden parties. And that's why this is all coming out. They're trying to get rid of the fucking corona. It's going, right? They're wanting a way out. And that's just the way. I mean, you've not heard Flurona, and it was just one time. There was just fucking one time that someone said it, you know, in fucking media. But you know what media's like? It's fucking shit. It's utter dog shit, and they tell what to print. So, you know, I think it's just a distraction now away from the fact that they're fucking closing this shit down. Like you said, I actually read that earlier. So it's funny that you bring that up as well. So that sort of like makes it more because I didn't know whether I'd seen it or not, but yeah, I'd seen that earlier on. So they're just fucking, but it's not all over the place, is it? It's not fucking major news. 10
but
minutes.
Did anybody watching that Fox News segment with Dr. I think his name is Dr. Stephen Key? And he was saying that the Omicron is not a mutation of SARS-CoV-2, that it's actually a different virus, and that it most likely host came from a mouse, and that it leaked from a lab in Durban in South Africa. Anybody see that?
No.
No, that was on Fox News there last weekend. I'm not saying Fox News is the Valhalla of truth, but like, you know,
but they're holding the truth torch at the minute, aren't they? Because they're the ones that are leading everything at the minute. Because CNN have just they're in a bit of a mess. CNN.
They're in the toilet. Their numbers are down 90% since 2021. That's unreal.
Well,
And they were already.
You go back 10 years, CNN was the dog's bollocks according to American media, and Fox was the opposite. So again, there's the game that's being played, and we're watching a show, lads. It's just that the
It's a
show,
movie, yeah.
yeah, and that keeps on playing, and everybody's entertained to a certain degree until it affects your life. And we're seeing the mass majority of the people who, they're ignorant at the end of the day, because if you insist that you know everything, wow, that is some arrogance that you've got if you know everything. If you believe something, then where do you get that information from? And how sound is that information? Because I had this conversation today with somebody they said, I'm entitled to my opinion. Everybody is. Yes, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But you can only have a valid opinion if you actually know what you've got your opinion on. So if your opinion is based on what the BBC have said, that's going to be 9 times out of 10 these days. There's a lot of lies mixed in with a bit of truth in there. You've got. I've told the story before about Panorama, this flagship of, justice and truth.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
when they did the utility program, that part of our standoff was on, and it showed them trying to drill a lock. Now, the lock was titanium. They never got through that lock. That was our lock. Then it showed them fitting a pay-as-you-go meter. Well, that was in Leeds, where they got into a property and fitted that, because I also knew the fellow who'd gone up to there. So over that, you had a narration saying that utility companies can apply for warrants and fit pay-as-you-go meters. Well, they're telling you the truth. It's just they can't force entry to a property that's private for a monetary dispute. If it's a business, all day long they can break into your property and fit pay-as-you-go meters, because you have to pay in your business. So it's just, if people can't get them fundamentals, what we're taught, and they are lies, paying bills, banks, all that's all lies, and we strive to make that system work for our families, for everything. If those are lies, why would you think that they wouldn't lie to you about the shape of the earth?
9/11.
1 and 1 might not equal 2.
9/11, Webby. 9/11, mate.
And also, right, fucking can't even call them midget gems anymore.
Oh mate, that did me that today.
I heard that.
What
Yeah.
is that?
What is
Fucking
that
midget
about?
gems.
Someone explained to me what that shit's about. I don't know. I seen it. It just seemed too fucking ridiculous to
Who
read.
is it who's bought midget gems? Who is it who's bought it?
No, it's midget gem. No, midget gems is just a generic name for that sort of sweet. Right? No, I don't think anybody owns the fucking
No,
name.
that's what I mean. What company was it, Jays?
I think it was Roundtree. But anyway, this Marks and Spencer's,
That's
right?
it.
They make their own. And Marks and Spencer's have decided they're not going to call them midget gems anymore because it might be offensive to people with dwarfism. Right? I mean, that is just.
Who makes this shit up? Who fucking sits down and fucking thinks of this
So
crap?
I thought, right, okay, fucking hell, if you're going to fucking start playing that game, then you can fucking change name of fucking hopscotch.
Oh, excellent point. Yeah.
You know, and you're going to have to do it with fucking 2 feet on the floor all the time, because otherwise a one-legged person might think you're taking piss. And I would now, fucking hell, because this is just taking fucking midget gems.
I'll tell you what you're seeing though. Aren't you seeing the death of comedy?
That's what I was just going to
The risk
say.
of offending someone now is so great that you're having government-sponsored comedy. There's no debates. I mean, you remember Lindsay, who's been on the show, my friend Lindsay Davis, who's a writer and a comedian. She's she's still Lindsay. She'll still do those jokes as long as they can go. But when you're looking at the comedy circuit now, people like Linz and Jimmy, they're all ostracised because if you want to go to these venues and you want to be these big comedians, you're having your vaccine, you're having your tests, you're doing this, you're promoting it. You know, there's a lot of people turned on each other within that circuit alone.
There's
So
no
that's happening
fucking
now in every
comedy
profession.
anymore anyway. It's all. I watched the Netflix of Jimmy Carr, the last one he's just done. I watched it, right? Jimmy Carr. All right, I don't like him. He's a smarmy cunt, but our lass likes him, and so I fucking sat and watched it. And he's like, oh, you've come to see an edgy comedian. And before every fucking joke, he says, remember, they're just jokes. You come to see that. And then he'd tell a joke that weren't that fucking bad anyway. But he were fucking apologising beforehand, before he were fucking telling this joke that he perceived somebody might find offensive. He was feeling like he had to apologise. I mean,
Jimmy Carr was one of the first celebrities I'd seen that doing a live show where he'd asked the audience to do a show of hands for vaccinated and unvaccinated, and referring to them
and
as
then
idiots.
take your hand and slap your face.
Yeah, so this is if you want to put this into a workplace situation, this is bullying beyond the degree on people. This is calling for possible violence against people. It's hate speech if you want to define it in their language.
Mm.
Sorry, Jimmy, go on ahead.
No, go on.
No, but where's the hate speech in that, Webby?
Where's the hate speech in if you've not been vaccinated and you've got your hand up, slap yourself because you're an idiot?
Yeah.
Right. Well, is that not adding to the fact?
It's a joke. It's a joke, Webby.
No, it's not a joke. Not in his position for that. He's going to say it's only a joke, but he can get away with this by doing what Jason's just said. It's only jokes. I'm sorry about this. Jimmy Carr's one of the highest paid comedians. I know people who are miles funnier than Jimmy Carr.
Well, me for a start. You know me.
Of course,
Who
mate.
did I like? I love your boy, though, with the one finger. Dave Allen. I thought he was brilliant, man.
Yeah, well, you would have done it with your generation, though, didn't he, weren't it?
Who was it?
You're the same age as me, Jason.
I'm fucking way young. If you fucking liked him, then you're fucking like Mark Bather.
Didn't he?
You must be 65.
I'm not 65, you cunt.
Oh, yeah? I thought you were. That's what Andy said.
39.
And he told me you were 60, well, 60, I think. 62 or something.
Yeah.
And I haven't spoke to him in a bit. So I thought about 65. He told me that. Lying cunt.
Who told you? Fuck off.
Didn't he? Who was he on about then?
Eh?
Who was he on about? What comedian?
Dave Allen.
Dave Allen,
yeah.
Hey, Dave Allen's brilliant.
I thought he was brilliant, Webby, yeah.
He was brilliant, Dave Allen.
See, it's a generation thing, you two. Old fuckers.
I'm just having a thought now about. I'm just having a thought about this this humor thing, and I'm thinking it makes perfect sense for them to muddy the waters and create this confusion, especially around humor, because when you think about it, like during social revolutions and things like that, the underground movement is always centered around humor and satire. And I mean, humor is a great thing to cure fear, and satire is a great way to sort of like circumvent censorship, and in a really subtle way that people really get. People relate to satire and humor, and so it makes perfect sense that they'd want to shut it down in a way. Maybe I'm wrong, like, but it's just a thought I was having while we're on the conversation, you know.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? What's he called? Burning Manning.
I think he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think of him. I don't know. I suppose he was funny for his time. Must have been plenty of people paid to go and watch him, so you know it must have been funny.
It would definitely be classed as racist in this.
Oh God, yeah, and
It
Wouldn't
he's
last
even
5 minutes,
said,
Webby.
not even 5 minutes, mate. But
"Oh no, look
the
at Roy
thing is,
Jimmy Brown."
all of that has changed through the ages, right? This is being manipulated into people thinking. People are
Yeah.
being told what to think, and the scary thing is, most people are okay with that. We were talking about these double jabs, with the booster. Some doctors are reporting that the people are walking around with like HIV 1. And when I know somebody who's told their father, said that's possibly what's going on, his response to that was, "You can live for years with HIV these days." That's quite scary. That you've just told them that they're injecting people that is causing that, and that's not important. It starts to make you think, what dream am I in? Like when you're in a dream and you're trying to run and you can't run fast enough, no matter how hard you try, you're running in slow motion. It's like that. Seeing
I
it
have
every day, just talking to people in a shop, even.
I have this recurring dream where I'm falling through the blackness, and I'm surrounded by big boulders, but it never seemed to hit the bottom though, thankfully. But I think I know what you're saying, Webby.
Oh no,
Oh
it's
fucking hell! Let's not start on fucking dreams. We get the fucking dinner. Jesus, fucking kicked off YouTube, aren't we?
There's
Yeah.
only one problem. There's only one fucking problem. Guess what it is? Human fucking beings were stupid as fuck. End off. We can just end it there. Fuck off. Human beings are thick as fuck. They go out and vote, and human beings is the problem.
Yes, you're right.
fuck 'em.
Yeah.
Listen, I think I'm gonna have to end this because my dog's fucking trotting about, and that probably means he's like trying to stop himself having a fucking shit or a piss. So
Have you got a guest
I need
on
to take
Tuesday
him out.
night?
Eh?
Have you got a guest on Tuesday?
I haven't a minute, but you know me, I'm working hard on it.
Did you do your homework yet, Jason?
Fucking hell, fire. Yeah. No, I've not done that. I've not done that.
Jason, get Webby on.
For a change.
Well, you see, that's the perfect guest, isn't it? Because I told you we're my favourite guest.
But I thought it was Neil Sanders who's your favourite now.
Oh, fuck off. I'm going for a piss. When I hear that name, I'll be back in a second.
You see, I was trying to wrap show up and he's fucking telling us all to wait until he's had his fucking slash.
I know, yeah, but can't he do it in a bottle like everyone else?
He'll be back in a minute, right? He's saying, fucking hell, just fucking slap me on the chin when I was shaking it.
And Watson's laid down now. Don't bother, Dad, I've already done it.
But while we're waiting for Denny to finish his slash, did you see the latest? I've been following very, very closely what's been going on over in your neck of the woods in England with the numbers, the latest released number. They do those monthly reports, and where they measure sort of vaccine efficacy. And this month's latest release is just astounding. Like every single age category is all in the negative efficacy. And the worst one, I think, was the 69 to 79-year-olds, and they're at minus 190% efficacy. And the next age group down is 49 to 59 or something like that. They're at minus 120% efficacy, and every age group is in the negative. So, I thought that was really astounding, and no wonder that the British health authorities are starting to release the information about this autoimmune syndrome, which is probably hitting people right now, and that's no wonder that they're telling people officially now, not in so many words, but it's in really cryptic language, that they're telling people that sorry guys, any of you who've been jabbed, your immune systems are fucked, and it's just did you read that report, Webby? Did you?
I didn't, but we were chatting about this, and the theory was that if you're running at those immune system levels that are so low, what if there's a point where those people who are double jabbed and boosted, whichever demographic they decide to give the proper stuff, what if to survive, they need 6 monthly injections? And that
Yeah.
will keep the white blood cell count enough, because it takes 8 weeks apparently for your body to reproduce white blood cells after immune deficiencies. You've got people walking around with immune deficiencies, syndromes of various degrees, and that's why a rat, sneezing is causing. Or even if it's not even real, the mentality of this is a virus in itself. It's been frightening to see how everything. Personally, I've not seen anything physically any different from ordinary flu every year. I haven't seen the deaths, anything like that, but I've seen people injured from having these vaccines, and I've known people who have died. One lady was diagnosed with a fatty liver in March, was under protest and duress from family, got vaccinated the first jab. She was dead by December of liver failure. So,
But we can't say. I mean, we can't say that. That's we don't. These are all individual cases. We can't say that any were attributed to vaccine. Oh, I'm just trying to stay on YouTube, man. That's all.
I know what you're doing, pal. Don't worry about that. That's a person who I know personally that happened to.
Is it a person you know personally?
Personal.
You know, fucking hell, I know a person personally once. He were a fucking right nice person. I didn't fucking to care for him much though. You know, I got me tits personally.
Not like you.
I don't know.
Well, I was listening to Dr. Malone there earlier on today. He was on Red Voice Media with some really pretty lovely eye candy chick interviewer, so it was easy to watch. But they ended up on the discussion about this outbreak of this hemorrhagic fever that's going on over in China, and I have to say, it's Dr. Malone seems quite not over worried about it, but he says to keep an eye on that because he's not sure whether it's what it is, and he's thinking that it's very, very possible it could be an effect of vaccine-induced antibody problems with blood clots and things like that. So I'm on high alert myself now at the moment. I've been relaxed now for about a year and a half because I understood well what's going on with this so-called disease and stuff. So I'm comfortable that it's not dangerous, but is something potentially really serious about to emerge, and that's what I'm on the lookout personally for myself now. So,
well, like Jason was saying, that 2 years this is going now. They're getting rid of it. Well, what if the 2 years was not just a timescale, but a schedule of targets to get vaccinated people in for the next stage?
Yeah.
Maybe you should go to the Rockefeller Foundation, see if there's a manual on this, because there's also this John Hopkins thing, which is like a scenario called SPARS, which is
Yeah.
another viral infection for 2025. Now, if the immune systems are that low, well, they've already said they'll take anything that comes through the television. All they need is put a spaceship on Sky TV and here we've got a soul. They're going to give us a cure for all this. Look how good these aliens are. Anything can be possible, Jimmy. There's no. I can't see any limits unless the people actually get effective enough to do something, and that's what normally happens. I'm still a bit unsure about this Kazakhstan because it's in a political place, but the likes of Romania with Ceausescu, nobody saw that coming. It just went poof one morning because the people had just gone, I've had enough. Was it
Yeah.
over petrol prices? I doubt it. But, I think anything's possible because people who I've known all my life, respected, I don't think I can have a conversation with them anymore because it seems so false, because people's genuine conversations are genuinely wanting to go back to being able to go out for a meal, go out shopping, go on holiday. They genuinely think that they can keep doing what they're doing and get back to that. And I see such a dangerous situation where people like myself are being picked up and put in camps. Oh, hey, that's a bit dangerous. Oh, never mind. What do you fancy for Christmas dinner?
Well, I've always,
I'll
I've
tell you
always seen.
what I think the next problem will be this huge price hike. Electricity is going to go through the roof. Your
Three.
petrol you won't be able to afford. Your groceries, everything's going. That's the next crisis coming.
Electricity is power prices are up 300% in Sweden. I think that was the report I heard now today. Actually, 300% in Sweden. That's whoa,
And
colossal.
where does that fall back, Jimmy? It falls back on us.
It's our fault. That's what they say.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. All this ignorance is putting us into a position where it's our fault. And then we're going to blame Boris. That's how stupid we are.
It's extortion.
Oh, yeah.
It's extortion.
Well,
You want to
it's
stay
not
more.
extortion. It's not extortion with menaces when you agree to it. This is how stupid it is because it's written in such a way that you agree to it if you do this, and if you don't do it, you've still agreed to it. Well, if you don't know that, people just run off with everything. And, people really need to accept a bit of humility. But I can't see much of it coming.
Maybe it's called human beings.
Not good enough, Denny. I'm a human
I
being.
know.
I've got common sense.
I'm
As
not
soon
trying
as
to
I
be
saw,
rude, but it's human beings are fucking stupid, man.
maybe sometimes that's a choice, though.
Hey,
Because when you
I'm one of
present
them.
people with evidence, when you present it to people and they see it and they go, yes, I understand it, and they still follow those rules, that I agree with you, Denny. That's where it is. But when that is so blatantly clear that this isn't a good thing, then you should be asking questions. But instead, I'm the one who gets attacked for having common sense. And in an environment that you've lived and grown up in with these people, when you are seen almost as an enemy now.
Yeah.
Genocidal
I hear you,
maniac
man.
in some places.
I hear you.
Well, I
But
was actually
everybody,
chatting with my mum yesterday now, and the way she was talking was that like even the normies are starting to have these conversations now, and because like my mom's like she's like she's just a normie, just a normie. She's just better educated because I do bring her information that nobody else gets because they only get the information from RTE. But I kind of force her to listen to some of these outspoken doctors and scientists, and
I was
I bring her
gonna
the
I was gonna ask you, Jimmy, was she open to looking at new information? Because I have people who insist on knowing what they know because they've looked, so they're not open to looking at new information of many people. Well, how was
yeah,
your
no,
mother?
mom was open. It was hard at the beginning because I wasn't able to vocalize what I was learning because I was learning new subjects like human biology and immunology and stuff like that, and just to get it straight in my own head was really really tricky. And I'm not what you call it totally stupid. I'm not totally stupid.
You learn as you go, though, don't you, Jim?
Yeah, yeah, but I know how hard it was for me to actually get my head around it, and I put a lot of hours into studying all these different topics, so I can understand people not actually going into it and looking into it. And people are naive. It's not that they're stupid; they're just naive, I think, and they're too trusting. They can't comprehend how certain actors could ever wish to do them harm. I feel for them in a way. One side of me, there's days I think, oh, you stupid cunts, but then most of the time, though, I'm just thinking, oh, look, these poor people, they're just so naive, and trusting,
no, I hear you, Jimmy. And Jesus Christ, how long do we know each other, man? For years, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And fair play to you, man. You should be on here more often, mate. Some
Well, I
great
do.
points, mate. You have some great points, Jimmy.
Yeah, and I don't want to. I can't be coming in all the time. Just it's nice to leave it out. I like to call in sometimes because, and leave the show. Let other people come in and have a little say as well too. Fair play to Jason for being open to that. Like, and it's great, to have this platform in a way. We have a discussion like just ordinary people. It's like it's great.
Yeah. Well, that is what it's about, isn't it? I mean, you just talk. If someone says something, I've got no fucking hell anybody in it. Lee Garrett could come on here and say something.
Well, I mean,
no arse, but you know.
I mean, when you let uni in, for fuck's sake, sure, anybody can come in.
He lets me in, Jimmy. I'm worse than uni.
Honest to God, he's playing a very, very dangerous game.
He's cannon fodder.
Yeah,
But on YouTube, Jace, you've got 40 people watching on a Friday night at this time. So people are asking questions. They stand in the park. I went to a few of them, and there was normies, as what Jimmy's referring to, stood there asking questions, knowing there was something wrong. But those people have still got vaccinated, but they know there's something wrong with something else, but they can't join all the dots. I don't understand it. They're absolutely blind and deaf to it.
That's the frustrating part about it. The people can't see what's going on.
It's hypnosis.
It is. Mass psychosis.
Hypnosis.
I would say at least 90% of the people around me are in that fucking hypnotized fucking motion. They believe everything, man.
Well, most people are. Most people do. But then they don't really know that there's an alternative. And when they do find an alternative, sometimes they'll find some fucking right lunatic, fucking, you know, like us, and then think, fucking hell, I'm going back to fucking sleep. People either fucking stick it out.
You stop insulting us.
That's how good analogy the Matrix is, isn't it? You know, when he wants to be plugged back into the Matrix because of the stake and everything, because the outside world's shite. But that's just death.
You know what, Webby? Webby, do you know what, mate? I think they like it. Seriously.
Well, it's Stockholm syndrome, isn't it?
I think they like it.
They love their abusers. You end up defending them. But this system is the only thing that people know. That's why they find it so hard to think, well, what else could we do? Well, it would be great if you learned how to act within the system that is actually built for your benefit. But these people are running away with everything through your ignorance. So if you took control of the system, put people who got integrity back into those positions of working for you, you'd take control of the system. You'd flatten the debt. You'd do it's so simple to theorize it, but people will not do anything until there's no alternative but to do something. They love the comfort.
There you go then. That's what Webby just said. Here on Raconteurs. No, talking onto the dog piss situation. The dog has been out for a piss because the wife got up, because he was tapping about and that. The wife's got up and let him out. So we're not at a critical level with the dog piss situation. So, you know, if you can relax. If you want to stop on for a bit longer, we've done 2 hours, 43 minutes. So if you've got something better to do, if you've got somewhere better to be, if you've got somebody to go and cuddle up to, then go and do that. And we'll stick around here for a bit. What do you reckon?
And drink a cold beer, folks. Forget these three.
It's got to be cold, hasn't it?
Oh, beautiful, man. Cheers, you three.
No, we're stopping on, man. Aren't you stopping on with us? Are we stopping
Yeah,
on?
cheers.
Yeah,
it's 3 hours.
I've finished my brew dinner, but cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Shut up, morning, Webby.
It's sat there, isn't it?
You know what? Didn't it? You're a bell end at times. I've just said, well, I've finished my brew dinner, but cheers, mate.
All right. Cheers, Webby.
They're at it again, them two, you know. They fucking hate each other.
Me and Webby like each other. No, we don't.
I talked to dinner privately.
Webby doesn't like me.
He does no but slag off fucking Webby and fucking vice versa. Webby, when I talk to Webby privately, he's fucking says, for that dinner, he's a bounder, him. He don't fucking like him.
I don't give a fuck.
Is that what they call the Rotherham spoon?
The what?
A fucking glass hammer.
Stirring. Shit
The
stirring
glass
with a
hammer.
spoon.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm just shit stirring, lads. So don't take any notice of what I said. But fucking do.
Put
Um,
your mask on.
I don't know if you saw this article, lads. That this is from what date have we got on here? 8th of Jan. Mum 28 dies days after suffering stroke in home bargains while Christmas shopping. Rianne subsequently suffered with blood clots on the brain and had a stroke.
Fucking hell! I would just outside being them bargains earlier.
Here, Webby, can I say something different?
Some bad stuff.
Everybody around me has had the jab. But
Yes.
wife hasn't had it, blah, blah, blah. Not one of them have had any side effects, nothing. Nothing. They're all fine.
Are they double jabbed?
Yeah, they've had the boosters and they've had all this shit. Not
Then,
one of them have. I don't say that proudly.
this is what I mean.
I don't say that proudly, Webby.
I don't know what I'm saying is I can't differentiate because the people I know who are double jabbed, I don't know many who've had the booster to be fair, but the ones who I know who are double jabbed have been not ill but not well, different aches and pains, headaches, all this kind of stuff. Not just the odd one, but over weeks going into months, they get enough energy to be able to get out to work, but then are shattered when they get home. Well, they're attacking it with all this, oh, well, that's long COVID, that's COVID, that's COVID. So everybody's shouting this word COVID that nobody knows actually what it is. And then you ridicule it.
The reason I know that, Webby, is I asked them, did you have any side effects or illness? No.
And they said no, yeah. But with these trials, I mean, I pray that my family have had these placebo parts. I don't know how they disseminate these trials. What demographic is getting the saline, what demographics getting the spike proteins, what's getting the mRNA. According to whistleblowers, the ones in Slovenia, MPs were being given on the health passports, the numbers that ended was 1, 2, or 3, 1 being saline, 2 being spike protein, and 3 being mRNA. So when you looked at, they were stating, when you looked at this healthcare passport, you could tell what injection you'd had. And this Slovenian nurse whistleblew because she injected every MP and she injected them with one, which was saline. She said 30% of the population have got it. So I don't know, did it? That's the honest answer. It's questions. That's all I've got.
And there's another aspect here, Webby, which we also have to take into consideration, because there's different dosing levels as well too. And because it was my understanding that this was actually a dosing trial from the beginning, but we have to take into consideration also that people will be in various different states of health. Some people will be more resilient for longer, I believe.
Yes.
And what I'm really concerned about is the knock-on effects. What concerns me the most is that, like, down the road, that we may end up seeing a huge spike in cancers, in strokes, in heart attacks, which will never ever be related back to the vaccine, because there's been too much time in between getting the jab and their eventual demise. So I don't know how we're going to keep track of this.
Well, and they're not liable. Do you know what? This is a good analogy, right? I watched a film with a friend today called Dark Water. It's about the DuPont company that got sued for poisoning the water tables, poisoning the livelihoods of the farmers and the population. And this mitigation got passed where, I forget how they called it, something monitoring, so that, say the father got this cancer and died due to this poisoning from DuPont, and it had gone on to the kids, but the kids grew up, and they weren't, it was after that, they would still be able to be paid out on it. And they fought against it, took it through the court system and everything. and there was governments involved, and my friend was going, yeah, look how bad it is. Look how, she could see all that. And I said, well, can't you see how if you exchange that poison for this poison and how nobody would investigate it? They couldn't get any solicitors to get involved. But because the grandma of this lawyer had a friend, he felt obliged to investigate. And then because he was like really autistic, he comes from this uneducated background to this top lawyer because of his work ethic. And DuPont throw all the documents at him and bury it. And he sits and goes through everything. And she joins all these dots, but they wouldn't lie about that. But DuPont and Monsanto are the same thing, and they're doing seeds that you can only grow for a year, and you've got to go back to them. We're going to take control of the food. Oh no, they wouldn't do that. Wow, and we were talking about this years ago, boys. I don't know. I don't know how simpler to put it in terms. You're lied to from cradle to grave, but you're willing to believe your abusers.
But Webby, you were saying they. They're doing this and they're doing that. No, get rid of that word they. It's we. We're doing it to ourselves. It's not they. They're doing this and they're doing that. And Boris Johnson, it's not they. We're doing it to ourselves, man. We're doing it to ourselves. Nobody's ramming it down your throat.
What way do you mean, Denny?
Well, you keep saying they're doing this and they tried this and they. I was trying to say refrain from the word they and use the word we.
I'm not getting you. Can you explain what he's on about?
You were saying they're doing this and they're doing that. Who's they?
Well, which part of the? I've spoke for ages though.
No. I just asked you a question. Who's they?
Who's they? Who are they? Webby,
Yeah,
they.
but which part of they?
are now.
Which subject?
Yeah, subject. Well, you changed
subject of what you were talking about when you mentioned they. Who are
you,
they?
Jason. Thank you.
To know?
I used they in the context. I don't know. I was on a rant then. I don't know which. If you give me a part of the sentence, I'll tell you, mate.
I didn't hear any of it. I was fucking about a thing.
Cheers.
We were fucking
subtitles on Facebook, you know.
We.
So if you could tell me part of that.
No, I was saying about the word
they. Are you on about work and employment? They aren't forcing us. Is that what you're saying?
You keep saying they.
Right,
I would say we.
So they, the government, are imposing things.
We are the government.
They the government. No.
We.
No, stop being silly, Denny.
I'm not being silly.
They are imposing things through regulations. We aren't. Because the legislator works for us, and the legislator must pass benefit for man.
So he's one of us.
Yes, but we give it to the executive. Shut up and listen, and you'll learn something, mate. We, the legislator, make it for we, right? Then it goes to the executive. The judiciary are meant to monitor that, and the executive then put regulations in. They impose that on businesses. That is not we, that's them. And the police enforce it. So it's really nice that you say things like that, Dinny, but it takes everything out of context, mate. People won't understand it like that. It confuses things. Sorry, it's got to be clear upon. People are missing massive points.
Can you explain it to him like he's a 5-year-old?
He's had a drink.
He just did explain. Actually, I get what Webby is saying there now. I thought we had established who they were over the last hour during our conversation. Like
10 years.
Yeah, exactly. Like we've been discussing particular characters today and the offices that they hold and certain people and their roles and functions in the health services. So I think for the purposes of this particular topic, I think I understand who they are, you know. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'm a fucking twat.
Webby, I didn't mean that bad.
I've not took it bad, mate. I'm just saying we've got to start being clear, and I've been on a rant. I've not took it anyway, pal. Don't worry.
Oh, you anyway. That just because he offended you, didn't he? Just before
He
he
did.
came on, didn't he?
He did. He offended me.
No. You offended, didn't he? Remember when he came on and he fucked off because of what you said?
Don't bring up the word packy.
No, that's you.
Horrible
You
word.
offended him. He was coming on, and you started describing him as running about round his forest naked or something. And he
No, we
went.
were doing his
What?
washing.
Maybe.
You
Oh,
know,
he was
well,
doing his wash. He was doing his washing naked, and he went off. And you apologised to him. You thought you'd offended him.
What? What are you on about,
so
Webby?
anyway, what have you got? Your washing like drying out in front of like a big burning fire at the moment? Then, Denny.
No, there's no washing hanging tonight. No, because the fire's not on. It's gone out.
Right.
You change
Okay.
that light bulb, Webby.
What light bulb, mate?
The light bulb.
Give me a clue, Jace.
He said the light bulb, and you said what light bulb? And he went the light bulb.
I'm not going to clue, mate.
No,
What
it doesn't
light
matter.
bulb?
Webby, forget it. Forget it.
What light bulb?
No,
Did it?
he was asking her to take the washing down. I asked him, did he fucking change the light bulb? Jesus Christ, man, what's wrong with
Did
you?
you change your light bulb, Webby?
I didn't, mate, because I was listening to your story about Dinny being outside his property doing his washing naked.
There you go. See.
Was that the time I was in
yeah,
Denmark?
They were me.
Jason.
You were supposed to be
Jason,
angry
was
with
that the time I
Dinny,
was in Denmark?
not Webby. You can't. You shouldn't have been angry with Webby. You should have been angry with me. It was me that said it.
What the fuck he's on about? Jimmy, how's your sex life?
You don't want
Are
to know,
you
man.
horny,
No,
Jimmy?
I have a great relationship with my right hand, so don't worry about it.
Got to cheer them two up.
Oh my word!
on the subject of humor, did anybody see
yeah.
that? Anybody see that? That propaganda piece that the Premier of South West Wales put out with the Aboriginal translator. Did anyone see that?
Jimmy, what the fuck are you on about?
Say that again, Jimmy. Sorry.
The Premier of New South Wales was trying to convince the Aboriginal folk to go and get their jabs, their needles.
Yes.
And he went up and he pleaded to them, and he had an Aboriginal woman translating for him. So he had his English being translated into even worse English. Did you see that?
No.
Ah, man, it's fucking priceless. Absolutely priceless. I'll put a link into the chat here.
Oh, hang on. No, hang on. Yeah, put it in. But Jimmy, is it the one where the headline or something says, "If she's not I hope she's trolling him because it's brilliant." Is she like pulling her face at him and stuff like that?
She pulls all sorts. She was here like, I'm here to translate what he is saying, you know. And it says everyone should go get their vaccine, and then she'd say, everyone better go get their needle. It's there in the fucking chat, man. You have to see it. It's a link over to my over to my Telegram account, but it's priceless. You have to watch it. It's the funniest thing I have seen this year. Never mind all the other comedians. That's funny.
Yeah, that was a blatant fucking try to get as many of our viewers over to his website, innit? That was just.
No, I put it into our private chat here. I didn't put it into the.
I know.
chat.
Listen, get it in.
Right.
Get it in.
Oh,
Get it in for the chat, man. I'm only kidding.
Hang on. We'll put it in the chat. Hang on.
You've offended Jimmy now. You've offended Jimmy now, Jason.
I offend everybody. I just offend everybody, man. It's just a thing. It's a gift. It's a gift. Sometimes people like you like that you know people that you'd like to offend. I offend them as well. See. So when you know somebody who you like to offend, and you think, well, I'd love to offend that person, but I can't because of A, B, or C, and I'll just come along and I'll offend them for you.
The thing is, though, Jay,
A service, that could be it. Could be a new
everybody's
service.
offending each other these days. Everybody's offended. You never get to the truth when everybody's offended because nobody wants to say anything, and we're gagging each other. Not in any way that happens around Dinny's house.
Right. What
was that, Webby? What did you just say?
I said we
Round
police
Dinny's
each
house.
other. We don't say anything. We don't speak the truth because we're at risk of offending everybody. So we gag each other, and not in a way like happens at Dinny's house.
So what should I do? Should I like? Could
What?
you know what?
No, hang on a minute, Jason. What
Just
the fuck's that supposed to
fucking
be,
hell
Webby?
you want about Dinny?
I'll explain it. I'll explain
He
it.
hates
again.
me, Jason.
Go on, Jason.
It's your show, Jason. You're on.
His battery's
Come on,
right.
Chesney. I thought you were fucking asking a question.
Who?
Don't get all fucking kitey. Don't get fucking moody with me now.
Who?
You. You've been fucking gunning for it all night.
I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to Webby.
Oh, well, you've been gunning for him then.
Doesn't matter, man.
What were you saying? What were you talking about before? I
don't-
defended Jimmy, Anna. Sorry, Jimmy. I didn't mean to offend you. It were, you know.
Look, I'll let you off this time. I'll let you off this time, you baldy cunt.
See, I'd not even fucking offended him, and you two have made me apologise for something I didn't even fucking do. Fucking hell! I'm telling you, it's fucking getting fucking Dinny off all
It's
over
not.
my fucking arse.
They always blame me.
Oh,
All through me.
I could be offended. You know, I said something to somebody and go, I'd probably be offended by that. Said that to me. And then they go, yeah, I think I might be offended by that. And then I'm fucking in shit, knee deep in shit, and he's fucking sat there laughing.
Jason, Jason, why have you got the Palestinian flag up tonight?
Because I found it. I couldn't find it. It had been packed away. We know when I moved and we had everything put in. It'd been packed away and I couldn't find it. So I found it. So I put it up. If you remember, I always had one behind me.
Jason, did you see that fucking picture that Tony posted about you?
Tony? Who's Tony?
Go into your Skype.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You and your Skype.
Go into your Skype.
This is 2022, this, you know. Not fucking 2014. That was
it's like saying go to my page, isn't it?
Well, yeah, go to my on MySpace. I'll meet you there. Yeah, fucking weird. That's all right.
Didn't you on dial-up?
Yeah.
Fucking Skype, right? I'm going to open this up, and if it's not worth it, I'm going to.
It is. It's a photograph of you, Jason. You'll like it. You will.
Well, if I like it, then I may, not be offended.
Is he dressed as a Jew?
Shut up, Webby.
This is Jew. Oh. Yes, stop saying Jew. It's like having fucking Jew back on. And you've sent it to you and me as well.
Which Jews are we on about now, Denny?
I'm not sure. There's a big gang of them.
The ones who say they are but aren't.
We have the Orthodox Jews, and we have this Jews, and we have that Jews, and
well, there's Ashkenazi, there's Ashkenazi, and there's the Sephardic. Is it Sephardic? Two types. So. And then there's the Jews that aren't really Jews at all.
Well, we've got the same with Catholics as well. Like, and I'm a Catholic. Does that mean, Jimmy? Does that mean I can move to fucking Rome and say it's mine?
You can't because you're not a Satanist.
But I'm a Catholic. Fucking Rome belongs to me, doesn't it?
No, there's only Satanists.
Oh, the Vatican. Sorry, the Vatican. The Vatican.
The Vatican belongs to you.
What did you say?
He's not even the Pope, for God's sake. He's a bloody Jesuit.
He's a fucking tosspot.
He's the black nobility. He's not the Pope.
Did he not come out shouting for everybody to get the vaccine or something?
He did. He's on about it every bloody day of the week. He's not. He's a Satanist, for fuck's sake. Oh, good.
Hang on a second, Jimmy. Sorry. Did you see that photograph, Jason?
Yes, I saw it. Yes.
Yes. Can you post it in the chat that the folks
I
can
don't
see
know.
it?
I don't know what you mean. What photograph?
Oh,
Have you
hang on. I'll
seen
send it to you on Skype.
No, I don't want it on Skype. Skype's like it's like a fucking fur ball in the fucking thing's mouth. It just like slows all shit down. and
Hey,
fucking-
Jason,
What?
how do these does anybody ever use the share feature here? Because I noticed there's a couple of good features here, like you can share slides, video files, and you can share a screen. Have you used those features yet?
Yeah,
they work?
share screen, and yeah, people can use
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Denny, why don't you just share your screen or something like that and make things easier, because you have to all this messing around in hyperspace, getting Skype into wherever.
Yeah, do
So-
that, Dinny. Yeah, see, you can't
Hang
do
on.
that. That's
Hang on. Let me
like
fucking work on it.
that's like fucking, honestly, that's like getting someone to walk on moon. For dinner.
Hang on a fucking minute.
It's 2 hours. There's 2 hours in there.
Let's see now.
Now I can do this.
There's 2 hours. If you can see 2 hours when you're pissed, if you're right-handed,
Where's
it's
the 2
one on the
arrows?
left. If you're left-handed, it's the one on the right.
I can't see fuck all. I can't see 2 arrows.
That were a bit. There's a fucking bull in a China shop, isn't it?
It's a good one, isn't it?
Bull in a Chinese shop.
Oh dear.
How cliche.
Oh dear me. Fucking hell.
Here, Jimmy, open that. I'll post it in the private chat.
No, there you go. So it works. It's good to know that works. What do you think of that? A buffalo. He never even wore a mask into the shop, the fucking cunt.
No, I didn't. No.
I'd alert that in the morning.
Fucking good job Taylor's not here, otherwise he'd have asked if it were Orny.
Yeah. Is that a Jewish buffalo?
He's got his tash. He's got a little like tash attached to that. You know that ring that they have bulls have out of the schnoz?
Yeah.
It's like a little black thing there. So it looks like Dinny's favourite fella, old Adolf.
So it's good to know that works, then. So I can actually share that comedy show from Western Australia and the Aboriginal translator. It's priceless. If I could find it here now.
Yeah, that works.
What?
Hue, man, colour of man, hue, man, colour of man. Hee-haw. I'm looking in the chat room. I think everyone's as tired as we are.
Friday night, fuck it.
Are you tired, mate?
No, I'm all right. Mate.
All right.
It's your lot. Listen, I've just paid for this today, this StreamYard again, so it's got another year. So,
Well, it wouldn't be.
Jason, how much do you have to pay for that shit?
180 quid.
And for a year, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. But still, I guess it's not too bad, you know. It seems stable enough. And do you get a storage capabilities with that, or is it just a streaming service?
50 hours. You get 50 hours of storage.
What does that mean?
It means I can store it. It'll save 50 hours of shows, so that you know if it gets deleted off something, you've
right,
still got a copy.
So when I do mine, I just stream it live that once. That's it.
I don't know.
Well, mine's, I don't pay for it.
I know you do use a free one. I think, yeah. I don't know whether
so you must get benefits for that, don't you?
Yeah. Like I can have my own emblem in corner.
Yeah.
And I can run this. I don't know whether they can, but there's all sorts of shit you can do that other people. And I can go to three destinations. So I could broadcast. I'm broadcasting live on 3 destinations, whereas I think you can only do one on 3-1.
Yeah, I could choose Facebook or.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it's all right. I'm used to it, and it's they keep adding things all the time, and they've invited me to us. I suppose everybody was a customer to a summit thing about what they're going to be doing over next. But I don't give a fuck. In fact, half the stuff they had, I don't even fucking know until like right later on. You know that I can do things like I can fucking put videos on and upload a fucking video and play it and shit like that, and all sorts of shit you can do. So yeah, it's all right.
Jason, leave it the way it is, mate. Don't get too fancy with it.
No, I don't. This is it.
Just leave it the way it fucking is.
This is the right. We're gonna watch this.
My name is Mark McGowan. I am the Premier of Western Australia.
Hello, my name is Mark McGowan, and I'm Yubarabla Premier here in Western Australia, and I'm the interpreter. I gotta talk like Creole, la Yubala, what he talking about.
This is an important message to keep Aboriginal people safe.
And the message is probably an important one to keep everybody safe one.
You can die from the corona or get really sick.
You will
Really thick.
pass away from this corona, or you will get really sick one.
It's time to get the corona needle to keep people and country strong.
It's time to get them this needle, from a corona, to keep them but all the people and country proper strong one.
The corona needle will protect kids, old people, men and women.
Well, the corona needle gotta keep them a safe one for all the kids and for all the men and women.
Many people around the world have already had the needle.
Big mob people all around the world
Big mob.
already get them but their needle.
It is free and it's safe.
That needle block corona is free one and is safe one.
If you're worried, talk to your clinic or medical centre or go to Roll Up for WA on the internet.
If you are worrying about talk like yours one clinic or go to a hospital place or go to get himself roll up on the internet.
So get your needle now and stay strong. Thank you.
So you will get him that needle and stay proper strong one. And thank you.
Oh, too funny, man.
Fucking hell, fire. That was brilliant.
I don't think it was Queen Bee with the fan.
We've got to say a proper strong one now.
Oh, but hang on a minute. Is that being racist?
I don't know what it is. It's fucking
No,
weird,
but
isn't it?
seriously, is that not racist?
The vaccine
How
is
racist
safe.
is she?
I mean,
Jimmy, didn't you say, Jimmy, that she was translating it into what Aboriginal language, so they understood their English?
Yeah, she translating English into worse English.
Yeah. But was she doing it for the Aboriginal people, or because I took it when she went, "You will be ill once." It was like almost said, "Yeah, you'll be ill once. It's flu type thing, or you'll die." It was. I thought that was quite a parody. That it's hard to work out whether it's real or not. That.
No,
Yeah, no,
Jimmy, is it real?
of course it's real.
Seriously?
Yeah,
You've
that's the
just fucking
premier of
watched
Western.
it, yeah?
They're not far gone, innit? They are bonkers. We're getting to the levels
Oh,
of.
hang on a minute. Hang on a fucking minute.
We're getting to the
Who's
levels of
Australian in
Caligula
this, by the
marrying his
way?
horse here.
Sorry, Webby.
What are you saying sorry for?
Yeah, you wanted to talk.
No, I don't. I said you're getting to the levels now that bonkers, didn't he? That it's like Caligula marrying his horse.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, it's this is the level it's come to now, and it's I don't know what to make of it. But all I know for sure is that's real. That's the premier of Western Australia, and he hasn't been photoshopped into that.
I know it's when I forget what. There's a fellow with glasses on who's I think on one of the prompts in Australia, and he was basically saying if you're unvaccinated, you only leave your house for this, or this. And I'm like, are we really at that stage? And then next clip on Sky TV is, yeah, these people who are unvaccinated are being picked up by the army and taken to these camps for their own safety. Haven't you done this before?
I'll tell you what that reminded me of. I'm going to show you something.
Keep your pants on.
Share my screen. A window. This one here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So this is BBC News Pigeon. We pay for this, right? And this is the similar sort of thing to what we've just been watching. But this talks about cookies, and it says, we used to give you the best online experience. I beg let us know if you agree to all the gift cookies them. Yes, I agree. No.
Carrigo settings.
No Carrigo settings. So let's agree. Okay, so it's BBC. You can see it's BBC. Right, let's listen to this. Gov Wyke put bounty on illegal oil bunkering. Let's River State Governor Nathan Wyke placed $2 million bounty on each illegal oil refiner. Wyke give the ultimatum for meeting him hold with the LGA chairman. I can't help but do it in an accent. Nigerian Army, Nigerian Air Force, Navy, Police, Department of State Service, and Nigeria Security Civil Defence Corps. Go House Party. Yep, there you go. The governor challenged the council chair. That's fucking boring. This one.
Hey, you missed the. Go back a sec.
Oh, go on.
Again, go back again.
No, bollocks.
No, there was a middle bit. Gov Wyke it was.
Yeah, Gov Wyke.
Oh, yeah, that
Gov
one.
Wyke.
Yeah.
That's what I just looked at.
Yeah, click on that. Right, scroll down. There's a middle headline. You go down.
Hang on. I like this one here. Look, new informant 3 hours way done pass. That's a great.
Way done pass.
That's a great 3 hours ago. Way done, 3 hours way done pass.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
The white band prostitution nightclubs vow to flush suit this new year.
What's that mean?
New Year Day 2022, nationwide ban prostitution nightclubs. How to flush back so black salt in pH.
What's that mean?
I don't fucking know. It looks like he's gonna shut some brothels down.
I don't know what black
He's gonna
salt
do.
in
He's gonna
pH
shut
is.
some brothels down.
Oh, that's why. Black salt.
Look, we're paying for this, by the way. This is fucking necessary.
You
The
know that.
fucking
You
licensee
absolute
is fucking
bellend.
you're paying for this. Look, it's the fucking BBC News. If I click on that, it's going to take me to BBC Pigeon, which is what this is, right?
Wow.
Look, Gabble Ray, the fucking sports reporting. Look, it's just a great way of talking.
Oh, stop. Megan Fox drink each other blood. Engagement proposal with Machine Gun Kelly. They cause talk.
They're Satanists. They're Satanists.
Odor blood. What's odor blood?
Why is it not other blood?
Oh, other blood, right.
No. Why drink each other's blood? They've drunk each other's blood. Engagement proposal post of Megan Fox. They cause talk. Oh, what that fucking means.
So come here, was she menstruating at the time?
She's a wedding actress.
What does wetting mean?
I think that means Western.
Western American. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Wetting, I don't know. What does fucking wetting? Let's see. Actress Megan Fox, right as she make announcement, says she and Machine Gun Kelly done officially engaged na im de cause talk for social media. The 35-year-old actress make the announcement on Wednesday as she shared one video of their intimate proposal. Say the engagement happened Tuesday, January 11th. I'm not following this, and I'm.
I just
Who
know
the
that
fuck
it's
is
like
Megan
each
Fox?
other's
Who is she? Is she a singer or
She's an
something?
actress. She's a
I
wetting.
I have no
like
clue she is, man.
She's a wetting American actress. See, it says it there, didn't it? How much more fucking proof do you
I
need?
can't fucking see it, man. It's too small.
What do you
It's
mean you can't see?
BBC.
It's too small. Fuck's sake! You're
It's
not
probably on the
now.
smartphone.
It's
Are you on a
worldwide
smartphone, Denny?
accepted.
I don't fucking know what I'm on. But then, I'll tell you something, I do agree with that fucking blood
Look, listen to
drinking.
this. Look at that one. Read that one.
Which one? I can't see it. It's too small.
No, I'm talking to Webby anyway.
For the end of the passe, and then we drink each other blood.
What?
The only thing that's missing out of that article is a child sacrifice or something.
They fucking tell the truth on here, don't they? Or what? Fucking, this is fucking brilliant stuff.
Did you ever, hang on a minute, did you ever be blood brothers? They used to do it at school, like your best mate used to cut your fucking
shut
arm
up.
or something.
We're fucking talking about Satanism now. We're not talking
It
about
is.
you
Yeah,
and
so am I.
Bloodletting
you and your
ritual.
mate.
Yeah, do you remember that, Webby?
Yeah, you're talking about bloodletting Satanism, didn't it?
You used to do it at school.
Here we go. One popular American blogger, Perez Hilton, comment for the post to ask, "Did you really drink each other blood?" This is fucking golden stuff for
Drink
people
mine, piss
who are
the
fucking
cunts.
into this shit. You know that go look into this Satanism and. So if you know anybody, you've got to fucking get them to whatever it is at this point. Because this is fucking gold, isn't it? This we're talking about them like drinking each other's blood, you know. And you said that if you said that to somebody, they'd go, "Oh, fuck off! It's just a joke." Fuck off! It's not a joke here. It's in fucking clear, perfect English. Why unna they drink each other blood? It's just fucking. Oh dear. Let's see some sport. Shall we have a look what's going on in sport? In sports. Have you lot disappeared? I'm fucking only one
No,
left.
I'm still here.
Oh yeah, Gabon forced Ghana to last-minute draw.
You've
Wait,
seen that one?
You've seen
we
that
haven't.
one's right.
Have we?
You've seen the headline.
We've
No, you've
seen
seen the
headline.
headline.
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I know him.
Yeah,
He way no make the squad. Oh my god.
Way no.
He way no did. Fucking hell. Did he or fucking didn't he? Gabon continue to pre, even without dear captain Fede. The Black Stars bin they lead with Andrew.
He's got complications to COVID though.
But I think a thing we have to probably bear in mind here with this publication is that it's Dutch is kind of a main language in Africa, especially South Africa, and there's a similarity between Dutch and English.
It's definitely a dialect, isn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah, definitely. Now I understand why the Africans talk the way they do, because because some of those words are actually they are words, but if you were speaking in maybe
it's how you're speaking it, isn't it?
Dude,
it could be Dutch. It's a mixture of Dutch and English by the looks of it to me.
Yeah, but Jimmy, did you ever listen to the people in Canada who speak the French?
Yeah.
The people in France wouldn't understand them.
No, of course not. No.
Yeah, because they speak English in Canada, you fucking Burke.
No, they don't.
No.
French. Let's see.
2 languages. They got French and English.
I know.
Canada.
For fuck's sake. What do you think I am? Fucking Andy. I'm fucking. I do know
You're right, grumpy.
French and fucking.
Time you went to bed, Jason.
Hey, I think it's about time I went to bed.
No, only joking.
No, honestly.
Yeah, but you take it here in Ireland, like
Did he? Now you've offended Jason. Now Jason's offended.
Oh fuck! I'm fucked now. That's my spanner gone. Yeah, but it's true. Like the French
he's not
Canadians.
looking at you. He's ignoring you, mate.
What?
He's ignoring you. He's looking away.
Oh, he's all right.
But even here in Ireland, right? There's such a different range of dialects going on. Like it's sometimes when you get exposed to people from southern counties and you're from the Midlands or you're from the north, you're not going to understand them straight away. Even though like we're all more or less speaking the same language, but it's just different places just sound so fucked up, man. It takes a while to acclimatize to new acts, even here in my own country. So I think it's the same. I think the other night too on the last show, Jason, there was that girl. Was she from Cornwall or where it was? And
yeah, Paula.
Yeah, and Uni must have been just exposed to it for the first time. He hadn't a fucking clue what was going on or what was being said. That was good. You should do that more often when he's on. That'll keep him quiet.
Where is Taylor tonight? Is he?
Yeah.
Where is he tonight, Jason?
Sean Amos brought up an interesting point there that he's saying that the Simpsons predicted Neymar collapsing in the World Cup in 2022 years ago. I don't know about that, but that'd be interesting if that happened.
We'll see, won't we? We'll see.
He does throw himself about.
Winter.
He throws himself about a bit, though, doesn't he?
Aye, he does.
I've never watched The Simpsons, Webby. I've never watched it.
Say again, over.
I've never watched The Simpsons.
Oh, by the way, last time we were on Tuesday, Webby, I could hear Uni right from the very start.
So you do it to him every time?
Not every time, but that time I could. I could
See,
hear
I
it.
fucking,
It-
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
I
I
could
knew
never
it.
be certain. I could never be certain. But for a fella who's cut himself off by driving over his own cables on several occasions, and then just disappeared stage left, wheeling away and leaving me sat there with an empty station on my own, I never know, mate.
yeah, I fucking could hear him straight away. And then I thought, oh, because I usually can't, and then you started going. So this always fucking happens. It's only you know. Oh dear, fucking hell.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but fucking right funny. You know, we fucking don't have games some stick, but love him to death for what.
Do you know
It's
what,
probably
mate?
fucking somewhere. It's probably on postal somewhere.
I know, but you've got to feel sorry for him because he's so frustrated because he's getting an understanding of within his enclosed environments. He's got an understanding because he's plugged into all that technology. You know, he's got an understanding, but from what we've heard from himself about his parents and his situation, it's all locked in. The lad's just, he's banging his head. We've all been there. We've all been at that stage. But he's still a young lad. He's got life to live.
That's what I was going to say. He looks quite young now, So he's a good long path ahead of him. Put it that way, So, and he'll learn a lot. He's
It
starting
needs to
early.
be a fucking wide path and all.
He's been to a couple of shops, Jimmy. He's banned from one, but he's been to a couple.
No,
Yeah.
let's not fucking rip shit out of him while he's not here. But
Yeah.
Yeah, God bless him.
Exactly.
God bless him, lad. I've had,
listen, he comes on and he gets his to talk to us. I mean, what more do you want in life? You just get on and you come on and you have a chat. At least he's got us. He ain't got fucking.
If everybody was as passionate as him to learn, to just get to the bottom of things, not just accept everything, you might change things. You might have been able to do something, but
I think it's commendable.
Sorry,
I think it's
Jimmy, go on.
commendable. I just think it's commendable to see a young person, and I'm seeing this a lot. The young people, everybody puts the young people down a lot as was it Gen Z or whatever, and that they're stupid. They're not stupid. These young people are quite fucking clever and quite intelligent. The ones I've met, anyway. And I don't think that's an isolated thing. I'm pretty sure you guys probably know young people as well who don't buy any of this bullshit.
He's the only one he's the only one that likes anime that I know, though.
Anime is quite a big thing, though. It really is. It's huge, especially in Japan.
Do you know what? You know what? One day, right? Uni is going to fucking say something. It's going to be long and it's going to be rambling and it's going to be profound.
He will.
But until that fucking day, everything else is just fucking noise. Because it's like you talk to him about you went to Walmart. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but no, they didn't have anything like Kennedy didn't in '64 when he wrote that report and the big operation. and then you like, for fuck's sake, Uni. Jesus Christ.
Mate, do you remember all them times when you go, anyway, Raconteurs News, oh, can I just say? And then another 2 hours later, he's still talking. Imagine you doing your big shop on a Friday and you bump into him in the frozen food section.
Yeah. You're not bumping fists with him, are you?
Yeah. Well, do you recommend these fish fingers? Yeah. Do you know where they were caught? They were caught near the island where Jaws was filmed, was it? Yeah. Do you know who was murdered on there? Do you know who sold him the weapons? I can imagine it now.
He was buying weapons, the bastard, during World War II. Stalin, my God, Stalin. He's such a cunt, for fuck's sake. Hitler was great. He was misjudged. I don't know. I don't know. He's just so enthusiastic. You got to love him for that. So, and listen, I don't keep people on that I don't fucking like. I don't keep inviting them back. And I don't keep getting people on who I don't like. So I like him. And I know he weren't everyone's cup of tea at first, but I think he's grown into his role. He sees where he is and he gets to say his piece.
Yeah, and there's certain things I agree with him on, because I personally come from the school that believes Hitler is very much misunderstood, because an awful lot of what happened during the wars is really like true history is not really out. Like, you know, people don't realize that the Jews were fine in Germany. They're not until they declared war on Germany. And that's what happened with the Jews in Germany. Nothing happened to them until the Jews declared war on them and put a boycott on Germany, nearly starved their people. You know?
Jimmy, the Jews,
Stop fucking
most
laughing.
Jews
It's
lived
right.
in Poland and France and Holland and Germany. The Jews weren't all living in Germany, mate. They're all over the world.
Oh my
No.
God! For fuck's sake, you're the one that moans about Hitler. Fucking Hitler.
I'm not
Hitler.
moaning about fucking Hitler.
Fucking Webby's laughing and making me fucking.
That was
laugh.
him.
Well, back in our own history, the Jews were
Jimmy's making a fucking great point.
The Jews were booted out of Limerick here in Ireland way back because of all the money lending and all that crap, like, you know, and the people got fed up with it. They booted them out. They've been booted out so many.
Just getting fucking better and better.
Jimmy, we're not the first concentration camps set up by the English in Israel.
Well, are you ganging up on us? Nah.
That's a really
good earlier, fucking representing the north of England.
Hang on, Jason.
Honourable
asking Jimmy a
you two
question.
are fucking picking on us. Fucking English. Go fucking English.
But you're dead right, Denny. You're absolutely right, because the Balfour Declaration set in motion a sequence of events which actually did imprison the people of Palestine in an open-air prison. You're dead right.
Yeah, it's true. The first concentration camps.
And that was the agreement the English made with the Jews to get America into the war. And that's just the simple truth of it.
Spot on, Jimmy.
Spot on. I think we'll finish.
No, we won't. We've got a Palestinian flag up, Jason.
I know. Fucking your lot. I've got a Palestinian flag up.
So we have to talk about.
Fucking using the fucking J word and the fucking H word.
Take that down, Jason.
I'm going to look like fucking Yasser Arafat by fucking type media's got hold of this.
Oh, you need some hair for that.
Well, I know. I just get one of them fucking hats that they had one of them tea towel hats, didn't he? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, I don't mean that. I do. I just mean it as it is because it looked like a fucking tea towel.
Did Yasser Arafat? Did he not die in France?
No, bed. I think he died in bed.
He died in France, I think.
He didn't. He died in Palestine. Don't you remember?
He died
there
in
were all
France,
fucking
yes.
kerfuffle about. He was somewhere, and there was a whole kerfuffle about him going back to die because they knew he was dying, so they wanted him back. Fucking PLO wanted him back, so he went. They took him back. They had to have a deal, and they took him back to die. And then they figured that would be end at PLO, which pretty much it were.
I think you're right. He died in France and they flew him back dead. I don't know, Jason. Let me know.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know. I'll look into that. I'll do my research. I'll be up all night here at this computer desk, and I'll be typing and I'll be looking into it all night. You'll have my report on your desk tomorrow.
Oh, fuck you lazy bastard. You'll do nothing.
Well, you see, you don't expect out. You're not fucking surprised when no happens.
Jason, I don't give a fuck.
See, that's your Hitler.
Oh, Hitler. Everything goes round.
I don't give a fuck.
Hitler. Why does everything go round Hitler?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, hold on a second. It looks like he did die in France at the Hospital d'Instruction des Armées Percées in Clamart, in the suburb of France, in a suburb of Paris. In France.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Thank you, Jimmy. It's
corrupt. No, whatever media source you got that from, whatever it were, that's corrupt and that's a lie. That's just the official story. I'm telling you. You
Are you a
fucking
conspiracy
ask anybody.
fucking theorist,
It's
Jason?
not a fucking conspiracy theory. Why would
You're
it
a
be
conspiracy theorist.
What?
Well,
What
Yes,
is
you
the
are,
fucking
Jason.
conspiracy? He was taken back. He was
Put a
taken
French
back.
flag
There was
up.
a big thing about it. For fuck's sake, he ended up dying in Palestine because that's what he wanted to do. Jesus Christ!
Didn't,
I don't just make
Jason.
this
He
shit
died
up.
in fucking France.
God, what have
And
you?
he was
Have you
flown back in
googled
a
it?
fucking body
Have
bag.
you googled it? Have you? Have you googled it? Yeah, well, I
That's-
googled it. I googled it, me. I googled it. I googled it. I know it. I know what it is. I googled it. See? Fucking Jesus Christ! I googled it.
Jason, put up a French flag.
Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna fucking stop this here now.
Somebody needs to.
Yeah, yeah.
It's getting stupid.
It's been going on too long anyway, I guess. It's got 1:15 now already. So.
Listen, there is no time. There is no space.
It's been a pleasure speaking with you, mate. It's
You also, Webby. Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, thanks for listening in to you, man. And thanks, Jason. Good to
Jimmy, no problem, mate. Anytime. Anytime you want, you know you've got an open invitation. Every fucker has. You want to come on here and talk to us. You know, sometimes it's me, sometimes it's me and Webby, and sometimes it's me, Webby and Denny, sometimes me, Webby, Denny and Unit, sometimes it's me and combinations. Anytime, just come on. Just fucking.
Absolutely.
I always put things in chat room unless I've got a guest on. Books like.
you can even go shopping with him and Adi, his wife.
What?
Me and AD.
I said people can even go
Eddie
shopping
talk,
with you.
Jason?
You and
Can
Adi,
Eddie talk?
his wife.
Jason, can Eddie talk?
Yeah, of course, can talk.
Well, get him on.
He can't talk that well. He won't. It'd overwhelm him. I'm not even asking him. I'm not even asking him. It just no. Just not at all. So I'm not going to take a photo of him or a video. I'm not going to do anything. He does what he wants. I'm just there, his mate, doing what needs to be done. So I don't worry. It won't come on here. Anyway, let's get to bed, everybody, because it's 1:15 in the morning here. I don't know what time it is where you are, Dinny.
Cheers, guys.
It's 2:15 in the morning. 2:15.
Yeah, it cheered me up and all. I weren't even fucking uncheerful. Is that a word, uncheerful?
Anything. So you can make anything up, mate, these days.
I weren't grumpy. And anyway,
after that newspaper you showed, fucking, there's no rules anymore.
There just isn't, is there? I mean, it's just fucking crazy. It's crazy. Right, cheers, Webby. Cheers, Denny. Cheers, Jimmy. Cheers, everyone in the chat room. I'll see you on Tuesday, unless I don't. And what was that? Fucking
yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jason. Thanks for having me on, mate. Webby, Jimmy.